Okay, I think it's now being live streamed. Are we good to go? Hello.
Yes, we are. It's started
Okay.
live streaming.
Perfect. Okay, it looks all packed. So let's go. Let's start in three, two, and one. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and esteemed speakers, and especially all the participants and the awardees, welcome to the third annual Global Awards, a celebration of excellence in education and the significance of well-being for educators, mentors, leaders, and educational institutions as a whole. Tonight, we gather here to recognize and honor those educationalists who prioritize well being, creating joyful environments in educational institutions where learning and skill building thrive in stress free conditions. As we delve into the theme for this year, I can't help but think of the fact that teaching is a profession that creates all of the professions, right? Especially on a event that is happening on Teachers' Day. Also, I see here some disturbance on other people's part, so I will have to mute anyone else who's not speaking. And these things are very common in a digital sort of a space that you try to create. So please bear with me along with that. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, teaching is the profession that creates all of the professions. Well, tonight you're here to celebrate not only who create those professions, but also create joy, happiness, and well-being in the process. It's like being able to have that secret recipe for success, and we're all here to grab a bite. Aligned with the World Federation for Mental Health's theme for World Mental Health Day 2022, if you recall, make mental health for all a global priority. COE International, as the host of this event and also an instrumental organization and also educational assessment body, proudly stands with this year's theme. For the past 2 years, they've successfully hosted virtual global award events. Obviously, then COVID took over, and we all know what happened. But today, on this special occasion of Teachers' Day, I think we continue the tradition. COA International is also being the first ever conformity assessment body dedicated to creating value through assessment, audits, and capacity building for the educational sector. Has been working tirelessly with educational organizations in more than 15 countries. I mean, we have to talk about COA International. If we don't do it, then who else will, right? So you got to put it on the forefront. And especially with respect to the teams, they spread across the globe, strive to help educational institutions and yeah, I think the recording is started now. Okay, so that part of the speech gets skipped, but okay. And tonight we are here to applaud the efforts of these institutions and individuals who have gone above and beyond to create joyful environments. They have exemplified leadership, commitment, participation, engagement, and collaborative approaches. They've complied with laws and regulations related to employees with special needs and implemented effective psychological interventions for managing stress at work. Okay, also, let's understand that the selection process was very rigorous, right? It is not any normal award show wherein you just fill in a form and everybody gets to get the award. The selection process for these kind of awards is very rigorous because it involved a three-stage evaluation process consisting of a quiz, online assessment, and a jury interview. Apart from that, the winners also, I believe, have truly earned the recognition through evidence-based feedback, something that is very important. And I believe stakeholder feedback, online research, and the organization's track record of individual winners and employee retention rates and learner satisfaction has also been taken into consideration. So there are multiple things happening at the same time. And before we delve into what the award show is in further details and who all are going to come up, let's just put on the teaser. I mean, we have a very beautiful teaser prepared by the tech team. So kudos to you guys also for that. But please just go ahead, the tech team, if you may. And if there are any voice issues and anything, please feel free to tell us in the chat, and we'll wiggle our way around that. We'll find a way around that, right? So please, if the tech team could switch on the teaser for the event.
Very thankful to COAE for this award.
To COE for organizing this wonderful event. I'm indeed proud to be considered as an.
I'm very grateful for this award. Uh, it was definitely enlightening.
Well-being is a very, very integral part of the whole student and also the teacher's journey. Well-being
is called Wall of Fame. Now, this is our Wall of Fame. You can have a look. And a great honor for me to receive this prestigious COAE.
Yeah, I think that is done. Okay, for some of you, the voice was low. I think these technicalities will keep on happening. I could hear it perfectly. And I see the chat exploding in between with everyone with the good wishes and good evening and good afternoon. And yes, happy Teachers' Day to you too. I see it in my chat right now. I also see the keynote speaker. But before that, let's just have a welcome address. And I'll just take a minute to introduce her, Aarti Khosla, ma'am. A remarkable Indian representative and project leader. I hope I am audible. An expert in the field of education and definitely a driving force behind the ISO management system for educational organization. I believe with the extensive experience she has had across all domains of education from early childhood to higher education, she's a true champion of operational excellence, risk management, and sustainable educational models. And trust me, they didn't tell me to say all of this. This is something that's coming right educational standards, but she has also trained thousands of educational leaders worldwide, spreading her knowledge in standardization and accreditation. Her expertise also has extended to various ministries of the Government of India, where she's been instrumental in the institutionalizing process. Ma'am, if you could hear this, and if you're on the screen, I'd like you to come and give the welcome address, after which I can also see Anil Swarup sir, and we'll move on to his keynote address. Please, ma'am.
Yeah, Nishank, thank you so much. And this was quite elaborate. It wasn't really needed. So very good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to all of you to this event. Our team has been putting a lot of efforts to bring everyone together on the same platform. And we are very happy that right from the early childhood education to higher education and to learning and development, we have everyone. And the best part is people from different time zones have joined us. So I don't know whether I should say good evening, good morning, good afternoon. So whatever is applicable, it goes to you. Once again, a very warm welcome. And I would not like to spend too much time. I think Nishank has already given an overview about this event. And maybe in between, I'll keep pitching in wherever needed. I would not like to waste any time, and I would like to invite our keynote speaker, Mr. Anil Swarup, who I see is here, and he's been patiently waiting also. Nishank, over to you. Let's invite sir. Thank you.
Yeah, all right. Perfect, ma'am. Thank you so much. You get it short and crisp. So that is something also that we're looking forward to. But yeah, Anil Swarup, sir, I saw you on the screen. a couple of times. Mr. Anil Swaroop is giving the keynote address today, and I don't think the man needs any introduction, but since you have to do the formalities, let's just do it. Anil Swaroop sir is an Indian author and former Secretary of Government of India. In his 38 years of career as an IAS officer, he has served in various capacities like the Educational Secretary of India, Coal Secretary of India, Additional Secretary in the Cabinet Secretariat of India, Additional Secretary of Labor and Empowerment, Export Commissioner in the Ministry of Commerce and Industry of India, and also the District Magistrate of Lakshmipur, Kheri. Sir is a renowned author and is now the chairman of Nexus of Good. Sir, I've also seen you in a couple of talk shows before, and witnessing you here live is also indeed a moment of pleasure. If Anil Swaroop sir, if you could switch on your mic and the technical team, please see that that is ensured smoothly. And please, if you could give us the keynote address.
Thank you very much for those very kind words, and namaskar to all of you. Namaskar can be in the morning, evening, anytime, wherever you are. Namaskar to you. My compliments to the Center for focusing on assessment and excellence. I think these two are very, very critical and important features of our existence. Most of us are very shy of being assessed. And as a civil servant, I can tell you for sure that most of us are shy of being assessed. We don't want to be evaluated. So I think anyone who makes an objective assessment of state of affairs deserves to be complimented, more so now, because now it's even more difficult to assess. And that you are rewarding excellence is one step ahead. It's even better. Because we usually don't reward. We, at least in our country, are very fond of masala. So we talk negatively about people. We are very happy criticizing others. We don't take pleasure in appreciating the good work that is happening around us. And in that sense, I would like to compliment the Center for Assessing and then Rewarding Excellence. Wonderful, keep it going. Now, I've always believed, since most of the faces that I see here are younger to me, so I can share some of my thoughts and experiences on how you take life in order to move towards excellence. I know I'm not saying ultimately you would have arrived. The question is of the journey. How do you undertake that journey where you are reasonably tension-free, because that will enable you to move in the direction of becoming excellent. As I said earlier, I am nobody to tell you how to become excellent, but I would suggest to you how you can possibly move towards excellence. The first point that has to be considered very clearly, that though even this might appear to be a competition, I have always believed in my life that every person, every institution is unique in itself. So there's no question of competing with others. We waste a lot of time in trying to compete with others without realizing that the context of the others is totally different from your own context. And we spend sleepless nights over how to come first. I can tell you from my own example. I remember when I was in school, the years that I didn't come first in the class, I was absolutely devastated. And today, Nishank read my CV or something. Nowhere did he mention that I came first in class 5, even second in class 6, or third in class 7. It doesn't really matter. But at that point in time, we are so obsessed with going to the top, becoming first. It was over a period of time that I realized the futility of competing with others, and that made my life very easy. What I started doing then was to compete with myself, to benchmark myself. And unfortunately, most of our schools are not doing that. Most of the schools are teaching children to compete with others. And it deprives those children from learning from others. You know, if we are competing with each other, मैं तो अपनी copy आपको दिखाऊंगा नहीं. I will never show my excellence to you where I'm good at. So how is the hell is the other chap going to learn? But if you change your direction and start competing with yourself and learn from others, then everyone will be beneficial. So ultimately, the bottom line is not merely the individual, it's the institution that you are part of. And if within the institution and between institutions, there is cross-learning rather than cross-competition, I think the society as a whole, countries as a whole, they're all going to benefit. I'm not against competition per se. It eggs you on to good. But our obsession with competition, our obsession with somehow anyhow to reach the top and push the others down, that ultimately is counterproductive. I can tell you with that my experience. But once you start competing with yourself, you benchmark yourself and then start improving from what you are, I think life will be much more peaceful, and you will achieve much more, I can tell you from my experience. So that's the first point I thought I'll tell the youngsters, that stop competing with others, stop spending sleepless nights on what is he and what he's not. You may be good at something, the other may be good at something else, so learn from him. Learn from the goodness of others. Learn from the qualities of others. Learn from virtues of the others instead of competing with them. So koi copy nahi chupayega. They will help you improve yourself. That's one. The second point, I think someone wants to join in the discussion. They can if they want to. It would be a welcome discussion. But it does appear that is a separate discussion going on. Friend, please join me for discussion. If you have a point of view, we can have a discussion here. But if you have a separate discussion, then there would be a bit of a difference. There's no competition here. We can all join. Right. The second point that I'd like to mention here is that a lot of what we do is to show off to others. I used to wonder, why do people buy Mercedes car? Because in Delhi, at least, I've yet to see somebody driving his own Mercedes car. The pleasure of driving this wonderful car is that of the chauffeur or the driver sitting in front. And I tell you, I have sat in a number of Mercedes car on the rear seat. They're pretty uncomfortable. Yet people buy Mercedes car. And I discovered this happens. Kiske liye? For whom does he buy Mercedes car? Padosi ke liye. He wants to impress his Padosi. I've never understood, why should you spend 80 lakhs or 90 lakhs on a car which also has 4 wheels and 5 people maximum to sit, when a similar car, equally good, can be got for 15 lakhs of rupees. So we spend a lot of time for impressing others. And this is related to the first point that I mentioned, that if you're not trying to impress others, life becomes very easy. I'm not saying you should not think in terms of acquiring a Mercedes car. Please do it. But do it for yourself. Anything. We dress for others. Many of us even eat for others. Many of us sleep for others. How much time do we waste in impressing others? I don't blame anybody, because I followed that path and learned over a period of time. I remember that someone told me that you got a good voice and it's like Amitabh Bachchan. Then it was not Anil Saruf's voice, it was trying to ape Amitabh Bachchan. What nonsense. Many of my friends started smoking because in those times, and many of you won't remember, there was an accomplished actor called Shatrughan Sinha who used to smoke very stylishly, and everyone started copying him. So you lose your individuality, you go on to become an Amitabh Bachchan or Shatrughan Sinha. These days it would be some other Kapoors. There's so many Kapoors, I don't remember the name. We are trying to ape them. We are not ourselves. So if you do things for yourself, you will be at peace with yourself, and being peace with yourself is very critical if you want to do well in life, if you want to move towards excellence. So this is point number 2. Point number 3 is that we waste a lot of time on issues over which we have absolutely no control. Absolutely no control. But had Dhoni played the shot, India would have won the game. I've seen friends fight over it. There's so many issues over which you have absolutely no control, but you will spend time. I remember once I was traveling in a car, and I used to get very agitated when I got stuck in a traffic jam. I don't know if you get agitated. I used to get very agitated. I don't have much of hair now. That point in time, I had some, so I had to tear it out. Now, one day I was traveling with my wife, and once again, we got stuck in a traffic jam. So I got getting very agitated. Kya hai? Kyun nahi karte? So my wife very coolly asked me, "Tum inka kuch kar sakte ho? Can you do something with it?" I told her, "What can I do?" So jab kar nahi sakte ho, tum apna khoon kyun khala rahe ho? Very fundamental issue. How much time, people say these days, we are short of time. No, we are not short of time. I never felt short of time. I did everything in life. Music, dramatics, debating, every game at a reasonable level, yet I was not short of time. As Secretary Government of India for 4 years, I used to return from office at 6 o'clock. Because I didn't waste my time. How much time do we waste? I remember when I was earlier in the police service, one day batchmate of mine, Aarti, I hope I'm not overshooting the time. Nishank, please point me out if I'm overshooting the
So
time.
No
please,
worries, sir.
please take
No
your
worries.
time.
Sorry. Is
We are
that fine?
enjoying this.
हाँ,
We are
sir,
Another
enjoying
5-7
this.
minutes, is
Very
that
good.
fine?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Okay. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
So I was in the police earlier. So one day a batchmate of mine who recently retired as DGP, he walked up to me. He was young then. He still believes he's young, though I disagree with him. So he walked up to me. He said, boss, raat ko neend nahi aa rahi. I'm sorry for foreign delegates. I'll try and translate in English. But, words said in those words have a different meaning. So he said, boss, I can't sleep in the night. So I told him, what happened? He said, petroleum prices are going up. पेट्रोलियम के दाम बढ़ रहे हैं. मैंने कहा यार दाम तो बढ़ रहे हैं, तुम्हारे रात को ना सोने से क्या दाम कम हो जाएंगे? Will the prices come down if you don't sleep in the night or you sleep in the night? नहीं बॉस, बट देश की आर्थिक स्थिति पर प्रभाव पड़ रहा है. The economy of the country is being impacted. I said it is being impacted. But the bottom line is, why should you be spending sleepless nights over issues over which you have no control? Then he finally agreed with me, yes, boss. If I don't sleep in the night, it doesn't make any difference. I said, you should be concerned about these issues, but don't spend sleepless nights. He went back. 3 months down the line, he comes again to me. He tells me, boss, रात को नींद नहीं आ रही. I said, यार आपके इस बात की नींद नहीं आ रही, पेट्रोलियम के दाम तो अपने आप कम हो गए बिना तुम्हारे इंटरवेंशन के. नहीं बॉस, देश की पॉपुलेशन बहुत बढ़ रही है. मैंने कहा रात को सो जाओ यार, अपने आप ठीक हो जाएगी. So the point that I'm trying to drive home here is that many youngsters I find are obsessed with issues over which they have not control. And what this does is they are unable to do what they can in the time that is available to them because they're wasting their time on such issues. And finally, just one more point before I conclude, because I have personally believed now, and I wasn't this way, I learned it over a period of time, that if you are careful about these aspects, life becomes easy and you can move towards excellence. In India, we say that karmanye vadikaraste mafaleshu kadacha. Don't bother about results. Focus on your karma. But we don't do that. I've found people obsessed with results. Somehow anyhow want to get those results. As a consequence of which, they are unable to enjoy the journey they are taking. And if you don't enjoy the journey, what is the big deal, The chances of success are there if you enjoy your journey. In any case, I've yet to come across a person, though some of them in this country are trying to change the history, but you can't change your past. It's dead and gone, buried. At best, you can learn from the past. You can't change it. I don't know whether anybody sitting here can do it. Future, you don't know what's coming. The only control that you have is of now. The focus should be on now. And if you make those bricks of now, your monument will certainly be made. So what really needs to be done is, instead of being hassled over results, over which we have absolutely no control. I discovered that much later in my career, that I have absolutely no control over results. The only control that I have had was on my karma. And when I started focus on my karma, results kept coming. Some cases they didn't. But in any case, I started believing they're not in my hand. All in my hand is my action, my own. So friends, I can go on and on because these days I don't do any walking. It's only talking, and talking is the easiest thing to do. So when Aarti approached me that we want you to address us, I said, most welcome. If you have an audience like this prepared to listen to your nonsense, fair enough, you come out and give it out. Once again, compliments to the center for doing what they're doing. Please keep it going. And this is a wonderful, wonderful job that you're doing. And I'm sure next year, even if you don't invite me, I'd like to be in the audience. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you so much for your kind words, sir. And I think I do gather the fact that, it's very easy to pull off such audiences in a entertaining or entertainment-based environment. It's difficult to do that in an educational environment. But what I gathered from your words, like if I would put it very succinctly, is don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Just keep going. And the way you handled the unexpected error, I think when it comes to online streaming, errors have a knack for turning our smooth educational sessions into unexpected comedy shows. But really, I think really inspiring words, and I think anything but it's very far from nonsense, sir. So thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. And I'll move on to my next speaker, who's also who will be giving the speaker's address. I think it's Professor Dinesh Singh. And Professor Dinesh Singh, if you can hear us, and sir, please stay back because you and Dinesh sir will be awarding our awardees when we move on further with the session for the first 20 or 25 awards. Professor Dinesh Singh, also one of the most popular names, but again, like I said, sir, formality है, क्योंकि sir हिंदी में बोल रहे थे, तो मैं भी कह देता हूँ, sir, formality है, करनी पड़ती है. But another man who needs no introduction, Mr. Singh is one of the most famous personalities in higher education in India. He served as the 21st Vice Chancellor of University of Delhi and is a distinguished fellow of Hackspace at Imperial College London, and has been an adjunct professor of mathematics at the University of Houston. For his services to the nation, he was conferred with Padma Shri, I think which everyone here, because it's an educational setup, does know that it is the 4th highest civilian award awarded by our Republic of India. He holds numerous honorary doctorates, some of them being awarded by University of Edinburgh, National Institute of Technology Kurukshetra, University College Cork Island, and University of Houston. Sir, if you can hear me, and if the technical errors are not too much, if you could please join the dice and share a few words of expertise. Aarti ma'am, do we have Dinesh sir here?
Sir is joining in another 2 minutes.
Okay. So we have 2 more minutes. Sir, up to time up, you were saying whether you're not going overboard or not, but I think
if there are any questions,
yeah.
I can respond to them.
Yeah, that is what I was going to ask. So if anybody wants to, they can just put it out in the chat and we'll take up their question. And if not, sir, I have a couple of questions. I mean, the format is such that we had to keep moving on, but
I would love to ask him a question.
Yes, ma'am, please go ahead.
Right. So first and foremost, thank you so much. I want to tell you that I felt while you were speaking that you're my brother from another mother, because you kind of voiced whatever I've felt for so long. But I did have a question, which is that in a country which is talking about accreditation systems, which is talking about NIRF rankings, how do we not become competitive? It is so difficult to keep the sense of competition out of it all. I agree with you that we shouldn't let it become an obsession, but we can't escape it. So it's a bit of a dilemma there.
Right.
If I understand accreditation correctly, there's no competition actually. There are few parameters laid down, you cross them, any number could do that. So what is the competition there? In fact, if you could learn from those that have been accredited, you will become accredited. And I'm so glad it is happening. So accreditation is no competition at all. In fact, it's all collaboration. You learn from those that are accredited. So as I said, I'm not against competition. Sometimes we interpret fulfilling certain parameters or meeting certain parameters as competition, which is wrong, which is not. So I'm so glad they're talking in terms of accreditation. I'm against this, this numbering of universities or this gradation of universities. This is the best, this is second best, this is third best. This is all marketing nonsense. Absolute nonsense. This nonsense of, people, they still invite me to these competitions, sir, come as chief guest and give a. I said, no, I'm not. I don't participate in those. This is the best school, this is the best management institute. What do you mean by best? You can have gradation. You can say these many universities have reached level A, they have reached level B, which is very fine with me, because then you have specific benchmarks you're trying to. There's no competition there. So if you reflect on what I said, it is not necessary to become so competitive to be good, to move towards excellence. Excellence is competition against oneself. I hope I have answered your question.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you. I think it was Professor Swati. Thank you, ma'am, for asking that question. And I don't see Dinesh sir joining in now. So let's just move on to the awards and maybe we can add him on later. The tech team again, I need your assistance here. So we have like, this is, and I think this is the moment that they've been waiting for. Just to let everyone know, this has been a wholesome process for like close to 2 to 3 months, and it has taken us quite some time to gather and come to this point. So I think this is the special jury award announcements, if I am not wrong. And I think there are around total 25 awardees. If we can have the awardees listed on the screen, and you can start sharing your screen if needed.
Is the slideshow visible?
Yeah, it's visible. It's visible. Okay, so the very person who asked the question, Professor Swati Pal, thank you so much. The principal of Janki Devi Memorial College, Delhi, India. Okay, and I think I have to give credits to the team as well. Very beautiful with the poster and everything. Let's move on to our next awardee. Congratulations, ma'am. This is indeed an honor.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
And the
Give
next
me a
awardee,
second, please. Give me a second.
Okay. We're gonna let it take its time, but even I am enthusiastic. So apparently they did not disclose it to me also. So even I am finding out as to who exactly is getting the awards. So what a coincidence though. Professor Swati is the one who asked the question. Yeah, if you could move on to the next slide. Yes, Mr. Dinesh C. Kothari is the chairman of Interstar Advisory Services. Sir, if you're here with us, establishing futuristic schools from UAE. I hope he's joined. There's a lot of people on board. It's difficult to collect and move on. But let's move on to our next speaker, Dr. Shehnaz Hamid, winner in the same category, Dean, London School of Business and Finance, Canada. Ma'am, congratulations for this honor. And
Thank you so much.
yeah, okay. So I'm glad that you're here, guys. Please keep responding if you're here. And let's move on to our next awardee. Drum rolls, please. Yes, Professor Dr. Reda MS Abdullah. I think I saw Sir join. He's a distinct adjunct professor from Al Marifa University, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Congratulations, sir. And if you're here, we'd like to hear
Thank you
your
so
voice.
much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Let's move on to our next. Yes, Soni Ravi Andrews, founder, director, Integrated Preschool Teachers Training Academy, that is the IPTTA, from Hyderabad, India. Congratulations, ma'am, for this honor. And if you're here, if we can hear your voice, or we can move on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I had the occasion to see some of her work. Brilliant, absolutely. I'm so glad she won an award.
Okay, so that's an extra accreditation. That's great. Yes, ma'am. Please move on with the. Okay, this is Sachin Verma, Senior Manager, Institution R, American University of Sharjah, UAE. So a couple of people from Saudi Arabia and UAE. And that's very riveting, sir, if you're here and you can hear us.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, sir. We're really honored to give you this award. Okay, you have a congratulations in the chat box as well by Dr. Vivek Ahuja. Please move on to our next. Ramesh Batlish. If I'm getting the pronunciations of your name incorrect, please forgive me. But yeah, Ramesh, sir, managing partner FIDGI Limited, Noida, India. Oh, FIDGI has been one part of a journey of and pursuing science and education.
Thank you so much. I'm indebted, full of gratitude for this award. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for being here. Please move on to our next awardee. Anita Gupta is the principal of Raman Munjal Vidya Mandir, Gurugram, India. Okay, finally, I see people from Gurugram also turning up. And ma'am, if you're here, if we could hear you. Okay. Seeing the silence, let's move on. Congratulations, ma'am, irrespective. Let's move on to our next awardee. Okay, Ms. Deepa Kapoor, principal. Okay, this is one name I sort of knew. So, Ms. Deepa Kapoor, principal, Suchitra Academy. Ma'am, I hope I'm getting the pronunciations right.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations so much, ma'am, for the award.
Thank you.
let's move on to our next awardee. Shika Banerjee, Principal Seth Andaram, Jaipuria School, Kanpur, India. Okay, you're really making it a international national process. People from everywhere. Congratulations, ma'am. If you
Thank
can.
you, Nishank. Thank
yeah.
you very much.
And thank you so much, Anil Sarup, sir, for staying with us constantly, for giving out the constant awards. And let's move on to our next awardee. Dr. Sheila Menon. Okay, there is a congratulations for Shikha ma'am. Dr. Sheila Menon, Principal Ambassador School, Dubai. Another one coming in from Dubai. Congratulations, ma'am. I hope you hear.
COE team. I'm here. Thank you so much.
Okay, you didn't thank me, but okay. No, just bad jokes. But,
thank you too, but to the entire team.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely. Thank you so much. Please, let's move on to our next awardee. Okay, I'm gonna have difficulty pronunciating this. Lali Gyord. Okay, I'm just gonna call you Lali. Higher Educational Professional, National Center for Educational Quality Enhancement. Ma'am, congratulations from Sweden for getting this award. And if you're here with us, okay, I don't hear anything. Let's move on to our next awardee. Okay, Wolfgang Aman, Academic Director, HEC Paris, Qatar. Congratulations, sir, if you're here with us. Another one coming in. Okay, so a lot of people from the Middle East and Sweden and all of that. Really turning out to be international in the true sense. And I think we can move on. Air Kamalkar Dwivedi, okay, the consultant in career counseling and guidance. That is what sir does. Congratulations, sir, for this honor. I hope you are here. If not, okay, even if the people are not here, they're getting their certificates and their badges of recognition just after this this event ends. So irrespective, let's move on. Mr. Musafa Kayali, Director in Higher Education Quality and Assessment Council, Syria. Congratulations, sir. Okay, one finally coming in from Syria as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, sir. I'm glad that you were here. Arogya Reddy, Principal Ambassador School, LLC, Sharjah, UAE. Okay, congratulations. Another one coming in from UAE.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks to everyone.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your words. Let's move on. Dipali Raina, Program Manager, IIM Lucknow, India. Okay, yes. Now one from IIM as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yes. Congratulations, Dipali ma'am. I have a little bias towards IIMs as well, so it's fine. But yeah, moving on to our next awardee. Yukti Dutt, English teacher, Mount Litera Z School. Congratulations, ma'am. Karnal, India. If you can hear us. Okay, I can't hear you, but congratulations, ma'am. How many more are left? I think 25 were there, right?
Hi, Nishant. Just a small request to everyone. There is some technical glitch that the IT team is facing. There are a couple of people who are waiting in the waiting room. So those who have received the award, our sincere request to them is to log out from here and join us on YouTube. Yeah, only JDMC can stay back because they have to get another award.
Baba, yellow pakdo.
If they can log out from here. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And I think Mega said, Miss, there were words coming in, joining our conversation, just like Anil Sarup said. Please move on to the next awardee. Vice Principal, Neeti Tripathi, Vice Principal, CIDR International School, Chittagong, Bangladesh, India. Congratulations, ma'am. I am really happy that COAE has organized this. Congratulations to you also, Aarti, ma'am. It really, the awardee list looks really amazing. Sumaya Taranam, Science HOD, OSS International School, Bengaluru. Congratulations. And I hope you're here. If not,
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you so much for the honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Amit Kumar, PGT Computer Science, Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Yuna HP. Congratulations, sir, for this honor. Moving on, Monica Kakkar, PRT Science. Okay, one from Amity International School, Gautam Budh Nagar, India. Thank you so much, ma'am. And I hope you enjoy this recognition. Moving on to the next one. Purnima Menon, okay, another principal. That's great to see the principals getting awarded. Anand Vidya Vihar, Vadodara, India. Congratulations, ma'am. And it really is a momentous occasion. Please move on. Mandvi Tripathi, principal from Lucknow International Public School, Lucknow, India. Okay, so one for Lucknow. Good to see people coming in from UP as well. Congratulations, and Ali Swarup sir constantly with his claps and hand raises on his video. Ruby Shandel, principal JP International School, Greater Noida. Another one coming in from Noida. Congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you so
And
much, sir. Good evening. Thank you so much.
okay, that's good. That's good. I like the fact that people are also responding. It keeps me going as well. Moving on to the next one. Are we done with 25? How many to go? Hello? Yeah, I think it's the end of
we're done with these awards.
Perfect. That's great. Okay, so it's not that this is the end of the category for all sort of awards. So we've kept it in different segments. So we are going to keep coming back to a certain kind of awards. It's not that the category is exhausted now just because 25 awards have been gifted. Thank you so much, Anil Swarup sir, for joining us. And it was indeed a pleasure having you on board, and we'll move on further with the event. Speakers who want to still say and obviously stay ahead, but we'll now move to speakers address. I think that is going to be given by Sali ma'am from ISO, if ma'am is here with us. Just a second. Could the technical team just confirm and figure out if the
Yes, she's there.
She's there. All right. We'll invite her to join. If I can see you once. Okay, yeah, perfect. I'm gonna just do a short introduction, ma'am. It's great to see you here. And I'll just go with the short introduction again. Technical program manager at ISO, right, ma'am? If I got it right, International Organization for Standardization. By the way, if people don't know, she's also the committee manager ISO TC 232, along with other committees. So basically, TC 232 takes care of the standards related to education and learning services. And before ISO, Sally was also responsible for the UK standards development and the UK contribution to international work at BSI. It is a pleasure to have you on board here, ma'am. And if I'm getting anything wrong from the names to the pronunciations or the pronouns, please feel free to correct me. Yes, ma'am, you have the floor.
Thank you so much. And you got nothing wrong. Thank you for a lovely introduction. And thank you also for inviting me here today. I'm absolutely delighted to be joining this COAE event and the celebration of good work amongst your members and our educators who are joining us today. I'm also really excited that COAE is recognising the importance of well-being in education. It's absolutely fundamental. It's fundamental to success. It's fundamental to productivity, and not just in the learners, but also in the educators. And we are living in a really difficult time. It's challenging right now. We have economic, political, social inequity. We've just come out of a global pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, which did not affect everybody equally, depending on the situations you were living in. And we are all facing an unprecedented climate crisis. And we're seeing the effects of this day on day. And all of this affects our psychological health and well-being. Now, everybody here knows the value of standards, knows why we get together as experts around the world to share experiences and agree on good practice. It's to raise the standards. But we can't do that if each of us individually is suffering from psychological ill health, if our well-being levels are low. And why wouldn't they be in a world that's so difficult? So I'm really happy that today's awards are recognising that we need to raise this. We need to make it a priority. Every individual on the planet is challenged by things, which means that we don't always have the levels of well-being we need so that we can do our jobs properly and pass on our expertise and our knowledge to other people. I want to bring to your attention the first global standard on psychological health and well-being, ISO 45003, which can very easily be used to help in an educational setting. What we need right now is for our organisations, our schools, our universities, other organisations, to recognise this is not an individual challenge, it's a collective challenge. The way we organise our work, the way we expect people to work, the situations they're working in, all of these things have an effect on well-being, and this can be dealt with at an organisational level, and it needs to be. This is not about personal resilience. It's not about offering add-ons, so good food or yoga classes, meditation, whatever. They're great, but if we don't deal with the systemic issues, it's not going to help with the well-being issues. So again, I want to applaud you all. Educators are by nature optimists. We know that the future lies with the people we are educating. If we're going to address these global challenges, we have to inspire them. We can only do that by being inspired ourselves. So organisations, top management, please take this on board and help the people who are performing this work for you to be their best selves, so that they can inspire the people they are teaching and really bring joy to this world and the work that we're doing, because that's the only way we're going to have a positive future for our planet. So once again, I want to congratulate you. Thank you to COAE for specialising in education, for really understanding what this work is about, and for recognising that well-being and psychological health is at the heart of achieving what you need to achieve. Congratulations to all the winners today, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the event. Thank you.
Thank you
so
very much, Sally. Nishank, on behalf of you, I would like to thank Sally on a very short notice. She joined us from Geneva, and she had to reschedule a lot of things for us. Thank you so much, Sally. Yeah, Nishank, we have a very special category which I would request Sally to award.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you are doing it together with her. And but before that, like really inspiring words, ma'am. I think especially with respect to what you were saying in light of systemic issues, because you really need to talk about unraveling the roots of inequality and injustice. And the foundation should be one on fairness and opportunity for all. So I think that is a very important remark that I personally would take away from your entire speech. But there we are. Okay, you got the first award beforehand. You should have waited, but okay, there it is, the first award. But these are the joyful institution profiles. Okay, so before we delve into the awards, just a little brief. So there are around 16 institutions that are being awarded the Joyful Institution Award. As we go on, I'll also talk about the profiles of these institutions. But congratulations to IIPM, that is Indian Oil Institute of Petroleum Management, for the first award. So established on 5th October 1995, Indian Oil Institute of Petroleum Management was the apex learning and development center of Indian Oil Corporation Limited. This premier center is one of the finest institutions for corporate learning amongst the Indian PSUs, and has played a critical role in strengthening Indian Oil's pool of leadership. This is also in line with the vision of IIPM, that is to be a strategic business partner and center of excellence of Indian Oil, to nurture leaders of tomorrow and learners of tomorrow through best-in-class L&D interventions, for leading with courage, conviction, and clarities. That is the 3 C's that they base their institution on. The first PSU training institute in India to have achieved the ISO 21001 certification in learning and development. Congratulations. I believe it is well deserved. Congratulations for this honor. Next is the Janaki Devi Memorial College, Delhi, India. Okay, A plus NAAC accredited in the first Delhi University College to achieve ISO 21001, that is on in 2018, and 9001 on 2015. Certified Premier Women's College of the University of Delhi, founded in 1959. So that's a great history to have, by the famous Gandhi and Sri Brij Krishan Chandiwala in memory of his mother Srimati Janki Devi. It is a constituent women's college of University of Delhi. The Gandhian principles are of simplicity, tolerance, dignity of labor, harmony, and inclusivity. And I believe that the service to the marginalized sections of society are an integral part of the vision of the college, which empowers women and enables them to contribute meaningfully to nation building through quality education and become economically self-reliant. And I'm glad that the people awarding them also are two women. Please move on to the next award. Okay, Learning and Development Department. Congratulations, another one from Dubai. Okay, I really like the fact that a lot of people from Middle East. The Dubai Islamic Bank was established in 1975 and has since become a leading Islamic bank in the region. I hope I've got the name right. Yeah, and the learning development at Dubai Islamic Bank is known for its top-notch training and development programs. So they focus on empowering employees and fostering a culture of continuous learning by providing a variety of learning opportunities and experiences. Learning Development and Department in Dubai Islamic Bank is the first L&D to implement the ISO 210002018 standard, ensuring that the training programs meet the highest quality and compliance requirements. Congratulations for this honor. Let's move on to the next awardee. That is the Institute of Auto Parts and Hand Tools. Congratulations. Okay, one from Punjab, India. And that's really great in the mix of all these international institutes. A national one also stemming up, as was set up by the Punjab government in the year 1994 with the assistance of the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, that is the UNIDO, a wing of the United Nations Development Program, that is UNDP, for the development of the auto components industry. UNDP contributed in the shape of imported plant and machinery, foreign experts, national experts, and training to the national staff at renowned institutes abroad. The key activities here include research and development solution to MSMEs of the region to enhance their efficiency. Congratulations to this institute. Move on to the next one. If we can have the next institute on board. Okay, yeah, this is one institute. I think we had a faculty from this also getting awarded. Al Marifa University. I hope I get the pronunciation right. Al Marifa University.
No, Nishant, this is Al Marifa.
Okay, Al Marifa University. Okay, very close. Is a private establishment of higher education, I believe, that is committed to fulfilling a recognized public function by meeting the needs of their students and promoting national development. Their innovative approach to teaching and learning, coupled with cutting-edge educational technologies, okay, that is good that it has EdTech, has helped them attract a diverse group of students encompassing both local and international students. So really a bunch and a mix. And the university is committed to advancing research, education, and civic engagement. If you could move on to the next university, congratulations. Okay, the Integrated Preschool Teachers Training Academy, one from Hyderabad, India. That's really good to see. Another one from Hyderabad, I guess. IPTTA, where aspiring preschool teachers' dreams take flight. Okay, we have a poem for their introduction. Okay, that is getting artistic, but let's go. IPTTA, where aspiring preschools teachers' dream take flight. Team IPTTA's magnificent mentors are the guiding light. These are women with humane hearts, well experienced and true. In the field of early years education, they will see you through. A genuine care and happiness fill the air, a joyful cheer. Understanding children and being emotionally empowered are outcomes crystal clear. IPTTA trains women to inspire and allow young minds to explore. Happiness, passion, and confidence, you breathe here even more. Okay, I hope I managed that well, because really a poetic introduction, that is some change to the way we work.
And happiness is something you give it away. You give it away. You give it away. Happiness.
Okay, I see someone going in with the theme anthem or something like that as well. Congratulations, school. You deserve this honor. Oasis International School, Bangalore. Okay, one from Bangalore, India. Oasis International School, I think it was the one that was established in 1999, is run by the ISRA Trust. Over a period of 25 years, Oasis International School has officially grown organically from a handful of children learning the alphabet in a small house to what is now with students from kindergarten to grade 12. Congratulations on this exceptional achievement, by the way. Oasis International School is a learning center of global standards. The culture is inclusive, and this enables them to imbue creativity and confidence in every child. Each child who learns and grows up here, or even joins later, integrates themselves and flourishes in this environment. The environment, I think that all our speakers have also mentioned how important it is in order to nurture the young and different minds alike. Moving on to the next awardee. Sacred Heart School, Moga, India. Okay, another one coming in from India. Sacred Heart School, Punjab. The school started in 1971 and has completed 50 glorious years. Congratulations. I think it is supposed to be some jubilee or celebration, right? For 25 and then 50 and then 75. So congratulations so much for completing 50 years recently of service in the field of education, imparting knowledge, training, and molding of young minds. The founders, late G.A. Abraham and late Vasanta Abraham, had the vision to give a world-class education to the children of this region in Punjab. Today, Sacred Heart School is a family of over 5,000 students, 400 plus staff members. How are you managing this? Oh my God. The school is located in lush green surrounding in the township of Moga in the Indian state of Punjab. Miss Vijay and Miss Charles Jeba Kumar are carrying the legacy forward and are making their parents proud each day, is what I have to say about this. Congratulations so much. And I think that is it for our first 8 awards. Aarti ma'am. Or do we have the Flame University as well? Okay, let's just move on to the Flame University as well. Congratulations to the Flame University. Indeed, an honor to see one that is coming in from Pune, India as well. If you could move on to the next university or the institution.
All right, we're done with these.
I think that is it for now. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you guys are okay. Greetings from Fame University. Thank you for this recognition. Thank you, Dr. Vivek Ahuja, for your kind words. And it's good to see the way this event is progressing. I think if some institutions would like to speak, we would love to hear them out. So I think Professor Swati, you were the one who would ask the question. I think you're from JDMC. If I could see you on screen, if the tech team has her on screen, we could hear some kind words from Professor Swati as well. Indeed, an honor to have you, ma'am. Great question. Please.
Thank you. Thank you. And let me compliment you. I think you're a great anchor. And I'm not just saying that for the heck of it. You really do a fine job of a very spontaneous anchoring, if I may say that. I just want to tell everybody that I'm so humbled and so honored to be on this platform, because from what I can make out from the people who have been given this award, apart from me and my college, that you really have set very high benchmarks in various fields of education. And I would so love to be able to meet you personally, to visit your schools, your colleges, and to be able to see in person what you are doing so that we can emulate your good practices. I think Anilji said right at the beginning, and I completely agree with him, that there is no competition. At best, we can emulate each other. There is, however, something that I want to add to what he said, which is that for me, excellence is something that evolves. You know, there is no such solid concept, solidified whole called excellence. Excellence is something that we are always in pursuit of. And it shifts. Therefore, it is a shifting persona. It's a shifting entity. And that is the way in which I, at least, have followed everything in my life. You know, everything keeps shifting. The categories, the benchmarks keep shifting. That is the only way in which we can evolve if we look at excellence itself as something that evolves. That is one thing I wanted to say. The other thing I wanted to say, that as an administrator, as somebody occupying this very hot seat, let me tell you, it's a real hot seat. I'm sure the principals here all agree with me that one of the things that I believe in is that accountability which again, as Mr. Sarup said, is something that somehow people run away from. Well, I think at least administrators or administrative leaders, educationists should not run away from that responsibility. And for me, therefore, if there is something that the college may have erred, for me, that is my responsibility. But if there is something that the college has done well, then the credit for that goes to the entire college. That, I believe, is what administration and what leadership is about. When there is discredit, learn to take it on your chin. And when there is something wonderful, learn to share it. Nobody can do it alone. We work together. We work as a collective. We work as a family. I'm deeply honored to COAE, who have guided us and who have also encouraged us, supported us, and now they have honored us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Firstly, especially for the kind words that you said for me. That's good. That's good enough. Okay, but bad jokes apart, ma'am, I think you're very rightly emphasizing on the idea of collective intelligence is what I gathered from your, what you were saying right now. And I think with respect to even the institutions that got awarded, I think the strength of every team is each individual member, and the strength of each member then in return is the team, as Phil Jackson would have it. So very rightly pointed out, ma'am, and thank you for your words. And also invite Miss Sonal from IPTTA. Ma'am, if you could also join in and share a few words. If Miss Sonal is here, can the tech team just take a look into that?
I think she's logged out.
Oh, she's gotten logged out. Okay, no worries. But yeah, I think really reflecting on what she was, what has been said so far is, highlighting this idea of collectivism, highlighting this idea of how one needs to understand that individually it's more like you are one drop, right? And together we are an ocean, the most basic way to put it. And I think the more you share, the more you end up learning. And collaboration then in turn becomes the key to collective engagement and collective intelligence. But we would move on swiftly with our event, because we have another speaker's address by Pawan Sudhir sir. If Pawan Sudhir, ma'am, sorry, if you are here on board, if I could see her once.
Nishank,
Yeah.
I just received a message from Mrs. Pawan Sudhir. She is from NCRT and she was supposed to join us. One of her senior colleagues, she had a very bad medical emergency. So they have all rushed to the hospital. We can move to the next speaker, please. We'll wait if Pawanji is able to join us. Maybe she can address us later.
Perfect. No, that's all right. And I hope everything is well with the speaker. Also, I think with the G20 thing that's going on, even though it's Teachers Day, it does not really matter. It's the G20 thing. It's really a rush. So, I hope everything is fine. Okay, so now let's move on to the award announcements for educators and mentors. That is, I think, around total 35 awardees. And ma'am, Aarti ma'am, do you want to be also part of this, giving out the award, since Pawan Sudhir is not
so this was on behalf of Mrs. Pawan Sudhir only.
Okay. So we'll continue along those lines. If we can again have it on board, and the first name always gets out very quickly. And yes, congratulations, Ashna, teacher, Mount Litera Z School, Samana, India. Drum rolls, please. Congratulations, Ashna, if you're hearing us. Well done. Please move on to our next one. Keep changing the slide once we're done. Dr. Amit Kashyap, Associate Professor, Lovely Professional University. I've seen quite a number of ads for this university. Congratulations, sir. Indeed an honor to, have this award being presented for the category of Joyful Educator, obviously. Anubhuti, PRT Science, Perch Global School, Greater Noida. Congratulations, ma'am, for this honor. And I hope you're here and listening. And next, move on to the next one. Charu Kapoor, okay, primary coordinator, Seth Andaram Jaipuria School. Okay, another one from Kanpur. I like the fact that you have people from UP as well. Congratulations, ma'am. Let's move on to the next one, please. Dr. Kishore Nikhare, congratulations, sir, a teacher from Reliance Foundation School, Nagpur, India. Indeed, an honor to, get people like this on board. Just a second, I have a technical glitch on my end. I will announce the next awardee. Yes, Huzaifa Moz Hakim. Sorry, sir, if I got the pronunciation incorrect, but you're the founder and partner for Skills and Education Pathshala Imad Counseling and Coaching from Pune, India. Congratulations, sir. Moving on to the next. Jasmeet Sekhon, Principal IDPS, Karnal, India. Congratulations, ma'am, for this honor. And let's move on. Head of the department, that is Jisha Devi, English Sacred Heart School, Moga, India. And congratulations so much for this honor. And let's move on. Kirti Khanvaria, okay, PRT English Sacred Heart School. I see a lot of awards from Sacred Heart School. Congratulations, you guys are doing something right. Kirti ma'am, congratulations. Another one coming in from Moga, India. Madhavi Pilla, Key Activity Coordinator in H, the Sri Ram Universal School. Another one coming in from Hyderabad. Congratulations, ma'am. Moving on to the next one, Nishma Gupta, Coordinator, Mount Litera Z School, Bhatinda, India. Congratulations, Nishma Gupta ji. अगर आप हैं यहाँ पर तो Dr. Amita R. Garge is the next awardee, Director GHRCACS Bagoli, Pune, India. Pooja Gupta is the next awardee, English teacher, Mount Litera Z School, Bhatinda, India. Another one coming in from Bhatinda, India. Really giving in with the jitters. Move on. Rashi Hirani, if I got that right. Academic coordinator, Mount Litera Z School. Mount Litera Z School is in on a roll. From Nagpur, India. Congratulations, ma'am, for this honor. Next is Astakanta Das, I would just say the Dasar, physical education teacher. That's really good. If you know, and like just take a moment here. I'm glad that a physical education teacher is also being considered in the due process, and everybody is getting awarded. Congratulations to Kanan and Aarti ma'am for this. JP International School, and sir, you are here as well. That's really good. Yes, sir. We can see you on the screen. Atif Rahman, Director, Allahabad, Prayagraj, India. Congratulations, Atif Rahman. Please moving on. Dr. J. Denny, Associate Professor, ECE, Academy of Research and Education, Harleen Kaur. Next awardee, Educator, Round Glass Sports Learning, Kharar, India. Congratulations, COAE, for you know, handling this out really well. I'm really happy with respect to the diverse number of awardees you've had on floor. Moving on, Kulvinder Kaur, a teacher.
So much, Anna.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for that shout out. Kulvinder Kaur, teacher, Mount Litera Z School, Karnal, Indira. Another one coming in from Mount Litera Z School. I already said you guys are on a roll. Mamta Sharma, middle school coordinator. Congratulations. I really am really happy that a middle school coordinator also has been included. And really the fact that, you know, from basic to middle to high school education, everything is being highlighted. Great list of, you know, awardees. Megha Seth, congratulations. Another one coming in from Mount Litera Z School, PRT teacher, New Delhi, India. Next one, please. Monica Oberoi, TGT English Coordinator, International School, Ambala, India. Congratulations for this honor, ma'am. Moving on swiftly to Ms. Neetu Singhi, Assistant Professor, Dr. BMN College, Mumbai, India. Really, the list is really diverse and inclusive. And that is the end of our slideshow for this round. Don't get disheartened if you were not awarded within the same, because it keeps on changing and we keep coming back to it. If at all your award category is left, which you'll figure out very soon. Next, I think we have another speaker's address by Miss Acharya Pratishtha. Miss Acharya Pratishtha, if you are on board, and if the tech team can tell me if she's here, because then I'll obviously.
Can we move on to Professor Malvika Harita? Acharya Pratishtha would join us in another 5 minutes.
Okay, all right, works. We should then move on to Professor Malvika.
Yeah, Malvika ma'am is already here.
Okay, Malvika ma'am is already here. Was she was she speaking before this, or? Okay, Professor Malvika Harita, I think, right? Yes, ma'am. it is an honor to have you on board. I just it's a little difficult to figure out who actually is there on screen and who's not. But I'm glad they put you on the center now, ma'am. I'll just do a very small introduction, and then we'll move on to hearing your speech. I think passionate about the power of communication, and that's good to hear as a host. Storytelling and digital marketing, teaching, mentoring startups, and empowering women is what drives Mrs. Malvika. She founded Brand Circle in 2018, a consultancy firm working in the areas of communication and mentoring startups. I am going to call you after this award show ends, ma'am. Women entrepreneurs and corporate leaders. She's a resident mentor at the NSRCL of IMB, an incubator, if for people who do not know, and also mentors startups at various other incubators across the country. In her earlier avatar, she founded and ran Saatchi, an app. Saatchi focused in India for 25 years, I think, ma'am, where she worked on various B2C, B2B, and healthcare brands. She has 40 years of experience in communication, entrepreneurship, branding, and strategic planning. Malvika is the first woman to win the Distinguished Alumni Award from IIM Bangalore, and congratulations, ma'am, for that. And the first woman alumnus to serve on the IMB board in 50 years of its existence. It is indeed an honor to have you here, ma'am. And I'm really excited to hear something coming from the edupreneur, or the entrepreneurial side of the story. So yeah, ma'am, if you could take on the dice now.
Thank you, Nishank. Now, everyone knows exactly how old I am, thanks to that introduction. But that was, I'm enjoying my 60s, in fact, because now I don't have to bother about clients and I can do exactly as I want to do. So thanks to COAE and Aarti Khosla for inviting me today to speak and present awards to some of eminent educators across the country. Educators are a group of people whom I greatly admire for doing one of the toughest jobs in the world, reshaping young minds without any thought of self or payback, just because they have a passion to serve the larger good. Having been an educator myself for the last 30 years, though part-time till 5 years ago when I do this, this is one of my avatars in my life today, I can see the change in students, their parents, teaching methodologies, media available, and the whole attitude towards education. Now, I don't want to sound old and grumpy, but it does make me feel a little sad that education, it is no longer education for the joy of learning, except in the case of a minority, but more what I call education with a purpose. The purpose could be anything from a job to a promotion or even a status symbol. And this makes a person of my generation fairly unhappy because we grew up with the idea that you loved education and learning just for itself. Sad, but true. And as educators, all of us need to adapt to this new reality. By continuing to do our best, as we always have done, and celebrating the small victories when our students shine. On a lighter note, I have redefined a teacher as a stand-up edutainer who is Google Plus and now much more than Chat GPT. So a lot of my colleagues from education frown on this definition, but it's actually becoming true because of the shrinking attention spans of our audiences, as well as the powerful media that is now available to our students. Emotional resilience, the ability to let go, constant knowledge upgradation, and upskilling are part of our new job descriptions. Without giving up on all the traditional stuff that teachers have typically done, of teaching, correcting, evaluating, and grading. So we now have a new set of functions that we need to perform in addition to everything that teaching has entailed over the years. It's a very tough ask, made more difficult by shrinking attention spans and progressively expanding distractions in the form of social media, gaming, sport, and so much more information available on the internet. I sometimes begin to wonder whether the job of a teacher is going to slowly be replaced by AI and ChatGPT. It worries me at times, but I think at the end of the day, and I'm a strong believer in this, the human touch is what makes a great teacher, not technology. In spite of all this and all the major tasks that all of you as educators have to perform, you cannot get distracted or disillusioned or disheartened. And I'm so glad we're having this meeting today where we talk about the mental health and well-being of educators. You have to self-fuel, and I found this over the years. You have to self-fuel the passion within you. You have to revisit your ikigai, which made you a teacher in the first place. And I'm so happy that COAE is honoring educators for maintaining their own well-being in spite of the uncertainties of this increasingly VUCA world. Always remember that you have chosen to be here to ignite young minds and provide them, fuel their passion, and provide them with purpose and a plan of action. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And indeed, I think passion is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the driving force that turns dreams into reality. And I think a beautiful reflection on what you were seeing in light of, what needs to be done in life. At times you find that there is not a lot of support from other people around. Maybe you were one person as a person, you're not being able to believe in the idea that you started with. To go back and to rethink and reanalyze and self-reflect is something that's very important. Key takeaway from what you said. I think if Ms. Acharya Pratishtha is here, we would go with her, or we would announce our next list of speakers. Aarti ma'am, is she here?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
I would also say that let's announce the names instead of waiting for Acharya Pratishtha. She might join us in another 5-10 minutes.
Okay. No worries. So I think now we have 28 awardees, right? In the award announcement for leaders.
Yes.
If you could just move to the... Okay. Again, the first one is obviously visible, but this is being awarded by Malvika ma'am and Ms. Acharya Pratishtha. Congratulations to all the awardees for the category of Joyful Leader. First is Abhay Kumar, Principal, Mount Litera Z School. Mount Litera Z School, you're doing something incredibly right. You're shining on the posters today. Congratulations. Moving on to the next one. Anil Mukhija, Principal, Raj International School, Rewari, India. Congratulations, sir. Dr. Raiba Bhatia, Mentor of Change, ED Web Studio Channel, Delhi, India. Congratulations, ma'am, for this honor. Dr. Abha Jadhav, Director, New Horizon Public School, Airoli, Navi Mumbai, India. And moving on, Mary Anthony Singh, Principal, Mount Litera Z School, Batenda, India. Another one coming in from Mount Litera. Sonia Pawar, Principal, SGST International School, Jammu, India. Congratulations for this honor, ma'am. Chumki Nath, Principal, Air Force School, Bangalore, India. Congratulations, ma'am, for this honor. Mahesh Kumar Mishra, Headmaster Senior School, Seth Anandaram, Jaipuria School, Kanpur, India. Moving on, Mr. Chakrabarti, I think Somyabrata Chakrabarti. Okay, another, I think one coming in from Registrar, Birla Institute of Technology. Finally, my city, Calcutta is also here. And Science Pilani, Kolkata, India. Congratulations, sir. Moving on to the next one, Asha Sharma, Principal, KC Public School, Gurgaon, India. Congratulations, ma'am, for this honor. D. Pedi, Principal, Mount Litera Z School, Karnal, India. Mount Litera shining as usual. Moving on to C. Ravi Kantohal, Principal, Smart Kids School, Mehsana, India. Congratulations, sir, for this honor. Pinky Jha, Vice Principal, Sri Chaitanya Techno School, Noida, India. Pinky Jha, congratulations. Moving on to Ritu Shivastava, Principal, Sri Chaitanya Techno School, Noida, India. A lot of people from Noida are doing well in the education sector. Good to good to see the shining stars. Neena Timaya, Principal, Swiss Cottage School, New Delhi, India. Congratulations, ma'am. Deepak Tyagi, Principal, Vyas World School, Bareilly, India. Another one coming in from Bareilly. Dr. Chitra Joshi, Regional Director, Z-Learn Limited, Delhi, India. Congratulations, ma'am. Dipali Singh, Principal, White Canvas Preschool, Greater Noida, India. Congratulations, ma'am. Tanya Sen, Principal, Techno India Group, yay. Another one for Calcutta, India Group Public School, Calcutta, India. Moving on, Bhushan Kumar, Regional School Director, Z-Learn Limited, Noida, India. M. Suchita Pawar, Assistant Director, Intellectual Cooperation Foundation, ICF. Okay, ICF India, Hyderabad. Moving on, Shubhra Verma, Founder Principal, Meena Bhushpal School of Excellence, Nashik. Congratulations, ma'am. Nivedita Chakrabarti, Principal, Apple Global School, Ahmedabad, India. A lot of principals getting awarded, by the way, if you guys have taken notice, something reflecting of how important it is to, incorporate this idea within the school system as well. So congratulations, COE, for, moving this award in the right direction. Dr. Ahmad Abu Khacher, sorry, sir, if I got the pronunciation incorrectly. President, Idlib University, Syria. Another one coming in from Syria. Congratulations, sir. Next one, please. Dr. Saeed Mandav, Chairman, Higher Educational Council, Syria. We have a message from Suchita Parwar. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. I had to announce your name, sort of. I didn't have an option. Yes, but compliments taken, ma'am. I think it's Marina, and I'm not going to go for this.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, dear colleagues, for your solidarity, for your support, for your solidarity of Ukraine. Thanks a lot. Yes.
Yeah, thank you for coming on board and on screen. I was having a tough time with your second name, but YSED Sectoral Expert Council, National Agency for Higher Education and Quality Assurance. Congratulations. One coming in from Germany. I think, ma'am, this is the first one for Germany. So that's really good. Moving on. Aarti Bahadur, Vice Principal, Ryan International School, Delhi, India. Okay, one for coming in from Ryan. Another brilliant awardee. Professor Dr. Jasikaran Kaur, Director SVKMS NMIMS Chandigarh Campus, Punjab, India. In fact, NMIMS continues to be a leading organization. End of slideshow. Okay, please click to exit. Thank you so much, awardees. I hope you guys are also enjoying this. And, we keep making this thing keep going on a roll. And I think I've been seeing David Bong and Sudhir Kumar sir for quite some time on the screen. In fact, I think let's move on to our next list of speakers. Yeah.
Yeah, Nishank. Thank you for announcing the previous category of awards. And we could see on the screen, along with Professor Malvika Harita, it was Acharya ji who was giving the awards. They both together awarded all these candidates. And Acharya Pratishtha ji is already there with us. Nishank, I would request you to please invite her. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for that intervention as well, ma'am. It's really honored to see you. I was just waiting for you only because you're moving past it. And by the way, this is the speaker that sort of awarded you guys for the leader category right now. Miss Acharya Pratishtha, ma'am, I just make a very short introduction, and then we'll want to hear whatever you have to say. Acharya Pratishtha ji is an internationally acclaimed yogi and spiritual guru, cultural philosopher, mind therapist, classical dance exponent and guru, author and a former diplomat with more than 42 television shows at leading TV channels, 10,000 hours of lecture, ma'am, innumerable performances and workshops worldwide, author of 5 books and creator of 20 CDs and DVDs on her subject. It's really, it looks like I don't think there's anything left to sort of accomplish. But this is not, I think, the end of it. You're the director of Mokshatayan, ma'am. You can pronounce it. Okay, yeah. Yog Sansthan, if I got it correctly, that is the, yeah, okay. President Shakti Seva Sanskriti Foundation and founded Bharat College of Performing Arts. Ma'am has traveled widely for promotion of yoga. And ma'am, it's also great because, India has sort of put yoga back on the map, whether it's with respect to United Nations or the world celebrating the Yoga Day. So the fact that you were honored as Tejaswini, top 100 women of India by the Vice President of India, along with several national and international honors, including Queen of Kathak Yoga from Polian, China, and Ayurveda Samman by Association of Ayurvedic Physicians Mauritius, is really, really great. You have millions of followers at a YouTube channel, Bharat Yoga, and you keep sharing your knowledge. It's indeed a pleasure to have you on board, ma'am. Please take the dais.
Thank you, Nishank ji. Thank you. First of all, I would like to congratulate COAE, wonderful organization doing wonderful work under the leadership of such a dynamic personality, Miss Aarti Khosla ji. It's an honor to know her personally. And I would not speak much because I had been traveling and just now I had to catch this program. So when we talk about education, I just read my topic, which is strategies for cultivating holistic well-being. And when we talk about holistic well-being, I think there are two definitions to holistic. One is holy, and one is wholly. So we have to look at our well-being wholly, that we are fit at the level of body, mind, and also we are looking towards our spiritual elevation. And that is the next part of my topic, which is physical, emotional, and spiritual dimension. So most of us know about the benefits of having a good body and having being physically fit, and especially for our students, and not only for students but also for educators, because जो हमारे भीतर होता है वही हम बांटते हैं. So educators have to be more healthy and happy so that they can spread what is there inside you. So in yogic philosophy, we have simplified it like life is a circle, not a line. तो वो lifeline तो KBC में होती है. Otherwise we have a life circle, and anything that is circular. So there is a theory behind it that whatever you give, you get it back. So you give stress, you give tension, you give anger, you get it back. You give love, you give peace, you give laughter, you get it back. So I think when we talk about physical health, we all are aware of it. Like Nishank ji, you just said, India, people know India because of yoga. So there is a very popular television program on national TV, which is Diplomatic Dispatch. So I was invited there to speak on yoga and diplomacy. So I said, United Nations, they asked me why they declared one special day for yoga. I said they declared one special day of yoga to give true meaning to their name, which is United Nations. So what is the meaning of yoga? It means union. It means to unite. Those who know Hindi can relate to it so easily. When we look at an English mark sheet, at the end it is written total. When we look at a Hindi mark sheet, at the end it is written yoga. So yoga means to live life in totality. And today when people are scattered, when society is scattered, when families are scattered, and when nations are scattered, we need a science to synthesize, and that science is yoga. Just to sum up this topic, I would say, well, I was, because I have also served my country as a senior diplomat. So I was representing India at Bali Island, and there was a seminar going on about spirituality and your subject. So everybody was speaking about spirituality. I had to speak on spirituality and Indian culture, of course, yoga, classical dance, and all the things that come within the criteria of culture. So everybody was speaking on spirituality and their topics. So I said, I have one question. What is the meaning of spirituality? When I was called as a speaker. So there were many audiences sitting there. Somebody said, spirituality means doing something with what you love doing. So I said, maybe somebody might love smoking. So can we call it spirituality? I said, no, 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 that can't be called spirituality. So, I have learned whenever you want to know the real meaning of any word, just translate it to your mother tongue. So I translated it to Hindi, which means adhyatma, and then just divide it into two parts, which is adhi plus atma. So what is spirituality? Anything that raises yourself, that elevates you, that's spirituality. So when we talk about spiritual well-being, emotional well-being, and physical well-being, we need to look at it that the real, our future, because our students are our future and they are going to build everything that is going to come for the coming generations. So what are we giving them? It is fine that they are studying, they are working hard, but are we really healthy and happy? That's the biggest question. So there is a beautiful sutra that says Dukkhatre nivritti swarupanandavaptischa. That we all have one common goal, despite of our age, despite of our gender, despite of our nationality, we all have one common goal, and that is to be happy and to attain bliss. Because whatever we are doing it because we want to attain happiness. So I don't think there is anyone. I have met thousands of people in my workshops. Like in every workshop, there are thousands of people. And when I ask them, is there anyone who want to be upset? Nobody raises hand. And when I said, is there anyone who want to be happy? Everybody is yes, yes, we want to be happy. Now, how do we become happy? Now, next sutra is Pehla Sukh Nirogi Kaya. First, we need to have a healthy body. When we have a healthy body, we have a happy mind. And when we have a happy mind, we can think of spiritual elevation. Now, since my topic is strategies for cultivating holistic well-being, I would just, because maybe, my work is to speak, so I can speak for hours, but without taking much time, I would just give some very simple tips which might be useful for educators and also for students. One simple tip is, I call it in Hindi कि AC ने हमारी ऐसी की तैसी कर दी है. So take out yourself, take out your bodies out of those closed rooms and spend some time with Mother Nature, which is very important for all age groups. All the problems that we are facing these days, whether it be depression, whether it be anxiety, whether it be, people are so conscious about their looks, and youngsters many often ask how to have glowing skin, how to have nice hair, and, they are getting gray hair before time. So not just physical problems, even for your emotional well-being and spiritual well-being, it is very, very important that we spend some time with Mother Nature. क्योंकि जिसके साथ हम समय व्यतीत करते हैं, हम वैसे ही होते जाते हैं. So now we are spending more time with machines. So we are becoming like machines. We spend more time with Mother Nature. So we become beautiful, colorful, and glowing like nature. Second thing is make sure that you, when I say spend time with nature, make sure that at least, fine, we are doing everything in this, 20, we all have 24 hours. We are doing everything. But then take out at least 20 minutes for yourself. That's the best investment. So I always say if you can give 1 minute to yoga abhyas, you can convert your 23 hours into 1 hour for yoga abhyas, you can convert your 23 hours to 46 hours. So what can be your best investment, because it increases your working capacity, especially today when students are facing a lot of problems with concentration, they are distracted. We need to be with 5 elements. So we call it in Sanskrit, Yat Brahmande Tat Pinde. Whatever is there in the outer world, that is inside you. And we need to connect to these 5 elements. And I always say, by connecting to 5 elements, you can attain peace. Because ultimately, we have to go in 5 elements. Somebody will go in soil, somebody will go in fire. There is no third way. But more we stay with them, we can delay this process. And once we are away from these 5 elements, we suffer with diseases and ailments. Now, water is a big healer. Keep drinking ample amount of water. Make sure what you are eating. And one and simple thing, I think I have, considering time, I would just sum up. I think so one simple thing, for teachers, for educators, and for students, बाकी हर चीज अधूरी है, हंसना बहुत जरूरी है. तो हम लोग हंसना भूल चुके हैं. अभी, I was right now, I'm just coming back from Mukteshwar, we had a wonderful chakra healing course there. We have like people coming from different corners of the world. And then I said, okay, let's laugh. So everybody was like, you know, how we have made laughter look like, oh, this is something unnatural. And when somebody says, I am so much into stress, and people will say, ah, he's in stress. So we have made stress natural and laughter unnatural, and it should be opposite. So make sure that your children, your students, and even teachers, we need to laugh at least 5 times a day. And when we can do that, trust me, you can burn more than 2000 step equivalent to 2000 step calories, and also it is going to keep us stress free even when you are working for very long hours on laptop, on machines, or at your workplace. Make sure take a break after every 20 minutes, and what we need to do is let's do it right here, क्योंकि बात तो हम बहुत कर सकते हैं, कुछ तो टेक होम होना चाहिए जो साथ में ले जा सके. तो just spread your hands, maybe we all can do it together. Relax your abdomen, relax your chest, keep it absolutely loose, and 30 seconds of free laughter. 1, 2. And not just this, and then close your eyes and let this laughter shower back on you. As I said in the beginning, whatever we give, we get it back. So we give laughter, we get it back. We give peace, we get it back. We give love, we get it back. And now just take a deep breath in and exhale. One more time, just take a deep breath in. Exhale. Now just a beautiful smile on your face. Join your hands in gratitude and be thankful to Almighty for blessing our lives with breath, with heartbeat, with this wonderful human body, with this wonderful human mind. We are so grateful that we are alive because this breath is life. Be grateful, be thankful, and then gently open your eyes. So this is just a 2 minutes of gratitude meditation we follow at Bharat Yoga. I think everybody can feel the change after doing that. And when you look at each other, we can see each other on screen. तो चेहरा लाल हो गया है, हम सुंदर हो गए हैं हंसकर. तो आप सब हंसते रहें, मुस्कुराते रहें. सबके लिए बहुत शुभकामनाएं. हरिओम.
नहीं, thank you so much, ma'am. I am glad you kept switching between English and Hindi also. And I have more of a question which also nation wants to know. This is my personal problem, but my generation can relate. And इसी के साथ I'll move on a lighter note only. Ma'am, बाकी सब चीज is on point. ये सुबह कैसे उठना है? Like, how do you get up early in the morning and do all of this? This is really a task.
You want me to answer that?
Ma'am, definitely.
So, I
please mute your. Yes, ma'am, please.
So, Nishank ji, I was at a TV channel once, and there was just a young boy just like you. He came and he said, Acharya ji, what time you wake up? I said, I wake up at 4:30. He said, उतनी बजे तुम सोने जाते हैं. I said, वाह, ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. So now only thing is, moment we realize the importance of sleeping with moon and importance of waking up with sun and the benefits that we get from sun, because whatever is necessary for us, we generally get it free of cost. Water, sunlight, air, but we don't value it because it's free of cost na. तो free की चीज की तो value होती नहीं है. So the only way to wake up early in the morning is do not wait to sleep on time. Start waking up on time. And just tell your mind is the biggest alarm. Your mind is your best master. We call it mind therapy. It's a part of mind therapy that we do. So just before going to bed, tell your mind 13 times, I have to wake up at 5 a.m. I have to wake up at 5 a.m. I have to wake up at 5 a.m. And trust me, you won't need any alarm. You will wake up at 5 a.m. Then you will contact me and tell me, Acharya ji, आज तो मैं 5 बजे उठ गया. So this
okay, I'm going to try this, and everyone who's watching, please try this and let me know the comment and the feedback, and I'll approach you after this also. Yes, yeah, ma'am.
I need to say something. So
yes,
I just want to quickly share. Acharya ji, she's much younger to me, And I used to practice yoga with her father, Padma Shri awarded Bharat Bhushan ji. He was my Guruji, and some of my friends, we used to go there. And she was a child, and she used to practice with her father at that time, waking up at 4:30 in the morning. I know her since those days, and see where she is. She's been representing the country at so many international platforms. We are so proud of her. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Thank you, Aarti. And what you are doing is amazing. And we hope to move ahead together with this beautiful journey of bringing a positive change among people's lives. Yeah.
I think this session, Acharya ji and Professor Malvika, was a great combination. In fact, all our speakers have been awesome. But I have seen these two women who've been really strong throughout their lives, and they are an inspiration to many. Thank you so much to both of you. Thank you, Malvika, ma'am. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for your words as well, ma'am. I think it really put things into perspective. And I think this entire idea, what ma'am was trying to say, was about perspective. You know, the way you see the problem is the problem. So I think if we change our outlook of things in that context, I think most of our problems would be solved. But today I'm going to tell my mind that I need to wake up at 4:30 tomorrow, and I'm going to do it 30
Start with
times.
6, not straight away 4:30.
Yes, ma'am, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Though, honestly, like it was a session that's something personally I think I can relate to a lot, and I think even individuals like us who are basically young, because all these things keep coming back. The way you talked about the laughing aspect, I mean, the fact that stress is, even I feel it's glorified to some extent that आज तो बहुत काम था और इतना stress है और hosting में इतना stress आ रहा है और ये और वो, but laughing is indeed, one way to go about it. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, now we'll move on to our next speaker, because speakers can stay, and we've already given out the awards for this part of the segment. I think David Bong sir, because I had been talking about how they were constantly there. We'll first go to Mr. David Bong. I can see David Bong on the screen. I hope he was just here. Yes. Hi sir, it's great to see you on the screen. I'll just do another formal short introduction, and then you have the floor. David Bong is the CEO and co-founder of Avant Assessment, or United States of America. He was also the co-founder and chairman of the board at Angle LLC, I think, which developed as Sir, an iOS app that enabled the sight impaired to access digital content through voice commands, and built on innovative speech recognition and text-to-text speech technologies. That is, in fact, brilliant, sir, and that is something that one needs to do with respect to helping the people who need that help. Avant is, I think, a leader in language proficiency assessments. Advanced STAMP, that is the standards-based measurement of proficiency, and World Speak Assessments measure proficiency in 47 languages for elementary through adult learners, and help, I think, educators also monitor progress and evaluate programs, if I may put it like that, empowering informed decisions around staff development and instructional planning. STAMP assessments are web-based and computer adaptive, with real-world questions that engage world language students and help them understand their own proficiency level. So a lot on the lines of proficiency and helping the people, I think, whose sights are impaired. Thank you so much, sir. It's a pleasure having you on board, and I've seen that you've been actively listening to it. In fact, you were also raising your hand just right now with respect to the a little yoga thing that we had. Please, sir, you have the floor. It's a pleasure to have you on board.
Thank you so much. Well, it's morning here. It's great to start the morning with a big laugh. So I appreciate that opportunity to do that. But it's an honor to be here. I want to thank the COAE and Aarti Khosa for inviting me to speak and share a few words about my passion for language learning. So in my case, Japanese was a language I studied both at university and in Tokyo, and enabled me to have an exciting career in business with postings in Hong Kong, Tokyo, and around the US, working around the world with Japanese companies. My wife also is an American who speaks Japanese and worked in business in Japan for many years. What we saw when we were in Japan was that many Westerners, particularly Americans, were quite poor at language and really didn't understand the culture that they were operating in, and we vowed to do something to change that. So when we moved back to the United States in the late 1990s, we partnered with the University of Oregon, who had created the stamp test that Nishank described, and started our lives as edupreneurs. Since then, as he explained, we've expanded into 47 languages, including our most recent, which is American Sign Language. We think this is the first time in the world there's been an online assessment of sign language. So we're very excited about that. In the States, we describe anybody who speaks more than one language as having a superpower. And I think given the audience here today, everybody has that superpower. It's not as common in my country, unfortunately. India is clearly the global champion in multilingualism. So I encourage all of you to treasure that superpower, both in yourselves and in your students, and to nurture and grow it. So there are both tangible and not so tangible benefits to learning a language. The first tangible one is that by learning a language, you can increase your earning power. Companies around the world recognize the importance of having a second or third language, and they're eager to hire bilingual and multilingual employees. For example, in the United States, the increase in wages that bilingual and multilingual employees are able to earn is approximately 7%. So there are very real ways that language can improve your income and your life. I would encourage all of you to assess yourselves in languages on the various quality assessments out there. An organization like the Global Seal of Biliteracy can provide certification for those skills, which you can take to an employer and will ease your path towards employment. But there are other intangible benefits, which may even be more important than the tangible ones. Multiple research studies have shown that bilingual and multilingual employees have superior executive function. And executive function is defined as a set of skills that include the ability to plan ahead, to meet goals, to display self-control, and to stay focused despite distractions. Several of you have spoken about the distractions that students and even educators face in this world of technology that's invaded every single part of our lives. So language is a way to overcome those kinds of challenges. Research has also shown that multilingual or bilingual speakers have increased empathy, so they can understand the perspective of others. And this leads to, in addition to a more harmonious society, the ability to be more creative, to be more effective at solving problems. These are things that can help in every single aspect of your life. And finally, research has shown that speaking several languages delays the onset of Alzheimer's. And having elderly parents myself, I can appreciate the importance of that. So for all these reasons and more, I encourage you to continue to grow your own superpower. I'll just leave you with a quote from Roger Bacon, the philosopher, the English philosopher from the 13th century, who said, "The knowledge of language is the doorway to wisdom." So thank you very much for giving me this chance to speak with you today.
Right. Thank you so much for your words also, sir. I was thinking along the lines of what you were saying, and I think it's a very different perspective. Even I personally am hearing this idea of multilingual and bilingual, and you know the important role it plays. I think being multilingual is like having that secret code book to navigate through different culture. It's like being a linguistic spy. So, so yeah, that is what somewhat I gathered. But thank you for joining us in the morning from United States of America, and we'll move on to our next speaker. And you, both of you, are co-jointly presenting the next award, which we'd come to in some time. But I think he's already on the screen. It's just me having trouble navigating through. Yeah, I think sir is already on the screen. And just a second, sir. I will Yeah, Professor Sudhir Kumar Barai. I think I can see you on the screen now. Yes, sir. Thank you. It's just the Zoom glitching out as normally as it does. But thank you, sir. I've been seeing that you were also here from the very beginning, and in fact, you were also part of the little yoga exercise that we had. And sir, before we move on and you take the dice, just a little introduction for you. Dr. Sudhir Kumar Barai is the Director and Senior Professor of Civil Engineering at BITS Pilani campus, Rajasthan. I think they're also hosting an event or something like right now because I think universities are going there. But yeah, sir, it's great that all this just adds on to the realistic experience even more because just reading on profiles really, it just takes away the fun of it. You've also been a professor in the Department of Civil Engineering, Indian Institute of Technology, that is IIT Kharagpur. You have many achievements. One of them, I think, which includes the Erskine visiting fellow at University of Canterbury, Christchurch, New Zealand. And so tell me if you've like gotten the pronunciation wrong, but I think that is the one about it. You were also visiting scientist at the National University of Singapore, and he's also the recipient of Boycast Fellowship and visited the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering in the Mellon University, Pittsburgh, United States of America. So, okay, two good connections then drawing back to the United States of America. Sir has published more than 240 plus papers and leading international journals and conferences in research fields. Congratulations to COAE to having such an eminent personality on board. Please, sir, you have the dice. Please take on the floor.
Thank you, Nishank. You have been doing a fantastic job. Let me appreciate that. Your spontaneity and your always smiling face has been making this session always very lively. Thank you so much, Ms. Aarti Hosla, for inviting me for this third edition of the COAE Annual Global Awards for 2023. And as the rightly theme has been set as the well-being in education. And I'm very happy that I'm sharing the stage with David for this particular session because we are jointly going to give the awards to the many recipients. The topic which has been given to me is very close to my heart in that sense because it's the dichotomy of the technology, basically, whether it's a stress reliever or a stress inducer. Okay, and this is where I think it's what I look at this is that it creates a huge impact in terms of the complexity in the individual's mind. So it's like two sides of the coin. Which side of the coin you are, you do not know, and that is where it's actually. But you have to balance it out, and that is where I think the very important part. So from the stress inducer point of view, and I'm kind of looking at the technology, and when I say technology, I'm kind of getting focused more onto what ICT. Internet communication technologies. So this is something which is very common, which is hurting. And this is the technology which we are using now because we are not physically connected, but at least we are connected now. And we are in the different parts of the world. We are talking together, interacting with each other and so on. So coming to the inducer point of view or the stress inducer point of view, one of the first important point which actually bothers everyone is called information overload. And people are loaded, and I think before me also the speakers have mentioned about it, that the so much of information lies where and what places that actually sometimes becomes looking for the needle in the hay, and that's where actually the challenges are there. So this is one very important stressful part for any individual who has to go through about the information overloading. The second thing is that since all these digital technologies has kind of taken the lives of everybody, we are getting into the more of an addiction. And now the people have to really whether be it in the social media or be it on the smartphones or be it on a computer, we are actually getting addicted for multiple things, be it the games, be it the watching movies, or be the part of having a chats and so on. So this is something the addiction also becomes very, very difficult. And the third is actually, which is again for the schools and the higher education institutions, cyberbullying. It's another major issue where I think it induces a lot of stresses in the minds of the people. And this cyberbullying could lead to a very serious kind of online harassment. And the fourth point is actually the job-related stresses. And this is where, when I say job-related, it means that either during the studies, the work-related pressure would be there, for higher education institutions, because the individual is looking for a job. So he's actually gets stressed up, looking around too much of information about it. And that is where I think it creates a huge amount of the stresses. And the last one is actually the privacy. Privacy is at stake. Every now and then we keep hearing from people that there has been the fraud happening with them, and that is a privacy concern. It's a very, very dangerous. So these are major 5 points which are actually indirectly induces a lot of stress on an individual's mind. But when you look at from the stress relieving point of view, so if you look at the stress relieving point of view, first and foremost thing which I told you about is that communication and connectivity. We are able to connect, we are able to interact. And this is something which is actually I've seen that the students for a mental well-being, they do not want to go to the counseling center because they feel that people would be judgmental about him or her. And that is where there are anonymous platforms which are available through which they can fall back on such kind of platforms. Like one of the examples is like Your Dost, a Bangalore-based organization, which gives the great counseling or for mental well-being. And this is something where, again, the utility of the connection comes into picture. So there is one advantage. Second thing is that, of course, you can access the informations and the resources. What could be the greatest example during the COVID time when all these colleges and the schools were closed, but the students were taking online classes, giving them an access of the libraries, all the full of books of libraries, which are online content. That was a huge challenge for many of the academic institutions. So that is where I think the technology can help you to have an access anywhere, anytime, any place. And that is what actually it could happen. The third thing is from a productivity point of view. So in terms of the productivity, work from home, people have said that it has given a great impact in terms of the businesses, and it has given you a productivity has gone very, very high for many people. One of the examples now, I think before me, the speaker mentioned about Google Plus, the the Chat GPT. Now, if you I think Malvika ji mentioned about it. So if you use it in a right proportion, I think that can become a fantastic tool for the individuals. And the fourth one is the mental health apps. That is what I mentioned about it. The mental health apps could be there, which actually can help the students. And finally, of course, the entertainment, and if you are looking at from the relaxation point of view. So if you use it in a right proportion, it can become a very stress reliever. So to summarize everything, it's very beautifully someone has said in Hindi. David, forgive me, it is going to be in Hindi because you said about the linguistics. I need to close it with my Hindi quote about it. It says, "Hasraton ke sikh ke liye."
Sudhir ji, sorry to interrupt you. Don't worry about David. He understands Hindi.
Oh,
His wife
wonderful.
speaks Hindi.
Wonderful. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I thought he knows Japanese, but anyway. So let me just close with so let me close with the couplet which says, and again is by Gulzar. हसरतों के सिक्के लिए उजाले खरीदने निकले थे हम. हसरतों के सिक्के लेकर उजाले खरीदने निकले थे हम साहब. उम्र की पहली गली में जिम्मेदारियों से लूट गए. And that is what actually the meaning is. We need to be very careful when what we are doing with our life. So thank you so much for inviting me for this occasion. I congratulate all the winners and all the winners who are going to follow after this program for this wonderful COE awards, global awards. I think that not only gives you the recognition, but also makes you more inspired to contribute more and more to the education world. As an educator, it's our role. Once again, I will convey to everyone Happy Teachers Day, and thank you so much for inviting me here.
Thank you so much, sir. I think one of the most beautiful speeches I've heard in a while, especially ending it with the shairi, making it bilingual in the amount of references you had. But what I gathered was basically information communication technology is like a double-edged sword. So it can connect you with the world, but also disconnect you from the person sitting right next to you. And you know, I think one very important point, all jokes apart, that you bring in is also with respect to the always connected culture. You know, it sort of that is fostered by ICT, and that's a double-edged sword. Why? Because on one hand, it will provide you that unprecedented convenience and connectivity, which will enable you to stay in touch, like you highlighted, and provide all sort of works and access information effortlessly. However, this constant connectivity also has given a rise to the pervasive sense of pressure of being constantly available, and then one could relate that to the heightened stress levels that you talked about, and ma'am talked about just recently with the yoga and everything. So I think the expectations to be available and responsive at all times can blur the boundaries between work and personal life. And yeah, I think some beautiful recollections also, sir. And thank you for ending it with the shairi. And I think that really added the charm to the night. Okay, so we'll now move on to the awardees, right? And this category, it's for the joyful educator. And you can see both the names of Sudhir Kumar sir and David Pong on the screen. The first award goes to Kirti Chauhan, another Literacy School awardee. PGT, congratulations, ma'am. Moving on. Okay, end of slideshow. No, not possible.
I'm so sorry. So sorry.
No, that's not an issue. Don't worry, guys. You're getting your numbers right. Okay, also one more thing. So I think we have educator and edupreneurs both, because we heard a lot about, entrepreneurialism from Malvika ma'am as well. And I think it's fair to award both of them. So both of them will get awarded.
Yes, we have
if I
that
may.
presentation post this one.
Yeah. So for the category of joyful educator, the last one got it first this time. Pameet Kaur, teacher, Mount Literacy School, Patiala, India. Congratulations, ma'am. Moving on. Danit Kaur, teacher, Mount Litera Z School. Mount Litera Z School has just, I mean, they've
Thank you
taken
so
over
much, everyone. Thank you.
Congratulations, ma'am. You've taken over literally the third edition of COAE. Pooja is a teacher from New Horizon Public School, Airoli, Navi Mumbai, India. Congratulations, Pooja. Rachna Luthra, PRT Hindi, Spurs Global School, Greater Noida, India. Okay, great one from Hindi. So much for the bilingualism. Pranabendra Kumar Haldar, SSCT. Did I hear a voice? Okay, moving on. SSCT Government Secretary. Congratulations, sir. Moving on to Monica Dhingra, teacher, Seth Andaram, Jaipuria School, Kanpur, India. Congratulations, ma'am. Rupali Bhatia, TGT Computer Science, Pinewood School, Saharanpur, India. Okay, one coming in from Saharanpur. Congratulations, Miss Rupali. Sabah Ahmed, teacher, Seth Anandaram, Jaipuria School, Kanpur, India. Quite a number from Kanpur as well. Moving on, Dr. Sanjay Bhattacharjee, the head of the institution, School, Raipur, Chhattisgarh, India. Congratulations, sir. Meenakshi Avasti, Associate Professor, GNIOT, Greater Noida, India. And Sanya Vadhavan, postgraduate teacher, Seth Anandaram, Jaipuria School, Kanpur, India. And I keep up to saying India because of the diverse panelists and the guests also. Shehbaz Ahmed, Director and Professor, Amjad Ali Khan College of Business Administration. Another one coming in for Hyderabad. Congratulations, sir. Shilpi Sharma, PRT Army Public School, Ambala, India. Congratulations, Shilpi. Shivani, TGT Army Public School. Okay, one coming in from the Army Public School, Ambala, India. Congratulations. Congratulations to Sunita Shivastava, PGT Seth Anand Ram Jaipuria School, Kanpur, India. And we have Vidhu Priya Rastogi as an educator, social media coordinator, Seth Anandaram Jaipuria School, Kanpur, India. Congratulations. Yogita Bakshi, another one coming in from Literacy School. Congratulations, ma'am. Adil Khan, Nagpur, Mount Literacy School, Nagpur, India. Congratulations, sir. Another one coming in from Nagpur. Blessing Scaria, teacher, Mount Literacy School. Congratulations, Chaitanya Vatikonda. Yes, Chaitanya. Yes,
Thank
yes.
you, Mr. Nishank. Thank you, Mr. Nishank.
Congratulations, Chaitanya. Well deserved. You're a business development manager, Ganges Valley School, Hyderabad, India. Deepali Anjala, coordinator, Mount Literacy School, Karnal, India. I see Rachna Luthra
Thank you so
thanking
much,
us
sir.
for the recognition.
Thank you so much, sir.
Congratulations, Deepali.
Thank you
Congratulations.
so much, sir.
Moving on. Devendra Ashok Kamble, PGT Physics Section Coordinator, Mount Litera Z School. Another one, Nagpur, India. Congratulations, Mount Litera Z School. Harjot Kaur, TGT Sacred Heart School. Another one of the eminent schools that have been bagging a lot of awards today. Moga, India. Congratulations. Jaswinder Kaur, teacher, Mount Litera Z School, Bhatinda, India. Kanchan Arora, Primary Coordinator, Mount Litera Z School, Karnal, India. And Kutsia, teacher and grade coordinator, Oasis International School. Okay, that's a different name. Bangalore, India. Congratulations. Kirti Chauhan, another one coming in from Mount Litera Z School. Congratulations, Kirti.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, okay. I think we're done.
No, I'll now share the presentation for the entrepreneurs.
Okay. Like, I can't see the presentation. Do we have more awardees in this?
No, not this one. I'll share the other one.
Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Great going. Kudos to the tech team also. It's difficult to sort of keep bringing in so many slides and managing it. Yeah. This is the one we're talking about. That is entrepreneur that is in the field of education and entrepreneurialism. Ambar A. Kayam, Director of Instruction, Oasis International School. Congratulations, ma'am.
Wait, my turn is coming for the.
Shagrika, ma'am, yes, I hope your turn is coming. I could hear you. Please go on. Next. Yes, there it is, ma'am. You're already on screen. Dr. Shagrika Bhatia, lead Round Glass Sports, Bombay, India. Congratulations, ma'am. I'm glad to see you on screen as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Please move on to the next person. CS Lalit Prasad, Head Training, South Asia, Cambridge University Press and Assessment. Congratulations, CS Lalit. Well deserved. Tijay Gupta, co-founder and CEO, Bachpan and AHPS Group of Schools. Okay, a group of schools. That's great. Congratulations, sir. Coming from Delhi, India, followed by another one from Bombay, joining Mrs. Dr. Sagarika Roy Bhatia, Leena Ashar, founder Dreamtime Learning, Bombay, India. Deepak, okay, CEO IPM Careers. Okay, congratulations, Deepak, for this award. And I'd like to thank you, end of slideshow. Thank you. I'd also like to thank the speakers for staying in throughout this, David Bong sir and Dr. Sudhir Kumar Barai. And again, sir, thank you for your shairi. And then David Bong sir joining us from in the morning from United States of America. I think we'll be moving on now. Next up, do we have Rachna Singh Wall? Can the tech team confirm? Because we have a speaker's address.
I'm there. I'm Rachna.
Okay, that's perfect, ma'am. It's good to see you here. Just a second, I will switch my slides again so that, yeah, ma'am, I hope I'm audible. Before we move on, we'll just do a very short introduction like we've been doing for everybody else. I think PMI has played a very important role in keeping NTPC at the forefront of knowledge, and that is, I think, where you come from, and expertise in the area of interest and operation, and that's something that adds unique to this diverse list of panelists that we have. It has played a pivotal role in providing cutting-edge expertise and learning opportunities to professionals of NTPC, its stakeholders and client organizations for meeting challenges that are confronting the sector as a whole in these times of the rapid changes that we are seeing. Over the years, its role has evolved to provide cutting-edge consultancy services to state electricity boards, right, and other power utilities in India as well as international arena, besides organizing, training, and development activities for NTPC. Ms. Rachna has been playing a pivotal role for NTPC learning and development initiatives, ma'am. It's so good to see you. And finally, I have you on the screen as well. So well done for the tech team. Please, ma'am, take the ties. It's all yours. Love to hear you.
Thank you so much, Nishank. Well, it's indeed a matter of great privilege and pride for me to be part of COAE Annual Globe Awards 2023. In fact, it came as a pleasant surprise. I was not aware that it is of such high magnitude, these awards. So thank you so much for making me part of the team. Most respected, all the fellow speakers, the esteemed speakers who have spoken in length about the topic. Madam R.P. Khosla, founder, COAE International, all the educationalists, delegates, awardees present here, a very warm welcome to the last session, most probably of this grand event. Today I read a wonderful quote on Teachers' Day. You guided me when I was lost. You supported me when I was weak. You enlightened me all through. Indeed, a very important role that the educationalists play at the institutes and thereafter leaders, mentors at the professional level in the organizations. Each one of us at my level, my age, or at the younger age, we are mentors and learners simultaneously. That's most important for us to grow and to evolve. I today will be talking in the context of an organization. We had so many sessions from the educationalists, but today I'll be talking in terms of an organization, what we do or what organizations ought to do. So Nishank has already introduced, I represent NTPC, a Maharatna public sector undertaking of India in the energy domain. It came into being in 1975, growing strong in energy sector, whether in terms of financials, expansions, diversifications. NTPC is an agile organization, and so are its employees, our most important asset. Even in today's turbulent times, global pressing requirements, which are very stringent, we are braving all odds and standing tall. In line with our Honorable PM and our country's target of net zero carbon by 2070. We are growing greener in energy sector. It takes, I feel really proud to tell everyone, because people used to think, especially in India, that yes, everybody needs power. But yes, it's dirty business. There's a lot of pollution, but we are growing greener, and we have an ambitious, brighter plan of being 130 gigawatt, that is 130,000 megawatt company by 2030, of which more than 40% will be through green energy. So all this is possible due to the high motivation of our most important asset, the most important resource, which is the human resource. Now, what I talk about NTPC can be extrapolated to other organizations as well, will be relevant for them, maybe on a smaller scale. For any organization to sustain for a long duration and to have positive growth trajectory, it is important to be innovative, have a positive culture and evolving HR practices, policies which can unleash the potential of the employees to the fullest. Each organization, big or small, wants employees who are competent, employees who are motivated, employees who are innovative, employees who are high performers, in fact, employees who are fit physically and mentally. Then only we can foster a culture of learning and growth, and which in turn leads the corporates to flourish. I will in brief share some of the HR practices which we should have and also which NTPC is having. We all hire right people, private or public sector or anyone in the government also. We hire the right people, but important is to develop them. Have a well-curated onboarding module which will enable them to have right skill to perform that job, to embrace them into the organizational culture, and clearly set organizations' expectations from them. Further, very important is the career progression of the employees. which enhances their motivation level. And that comes from learning and development. Whether hardcore technical and skill upgradations are there, emerging technical trainings, upskillings, leadership modules, we have to have it all. We have in NTPC blended learning technology as well, learning systems as well, whether it is e-learning modules, simulators, virtual reality, augmented reality modules for safety and technical. We have it all. In fact, we have been showcasing it in the national and international forums, also the sort of modules we develop. And it has these modules which help in the capability and the competency building of the employees and gives them the necessary confidence. Further, we have mentoring, high performance module, low performance module, type with the premier institutes, IITs, IIMs, Harvard for certification programs, types for schemes for acquiring additional higher educational qualifications. Further, our projects are at far-fetched locations. So our townships, we have all the modern facilities, all the urban modern facilities, whether it is the best of township, the best of quarters, school, hospital, shopping complex, movie clubs, gyms, etc. And we have further whole plethora of initiatives. In fact, we keep on benchmarking also with the best in the, whether it is private or public sector, so as to incorporate the best of facilities for our employees. Now, I would like to talk about the most important aspect of employee motivation and well-being, and that is the holistic well-being of the employees. Ms. Acharya talked in detail about the holistic well-being. Director Bits also mentioned about Dr. Birai, also talked about the stress levels, holistic well-being of the students, and once they join the organizations of the employees. So it is very important for us that the employees are fit, and more so mentally also, because physical, ailments are easy to diagnose, much easier to handle than the mental ones, which go unnoticed. So it is very relevant, and most of the organizations do. We also organize various webinars, training programs, sessions for the holistic development, yoga and meditation sessions, as far as we can do in the curriculum. In fact, I would like to talk about a wonderful initiative, a unique initiative called Snehal that we have. We really share it with all the organizations, and a lot of them are taking help. This is regarding the holistic well-being of the employees. Now, Snehal means, for the benefit of the international audience, Snehal is basically friendliness, love, or bring love to people. So that is the name that we have given to this initiative. This is a 24/7 counseling support to employees and their family members, because family members are equally important, more important. So it is for them, and as well as for our ex-employees. It has unlimited phone, video chat, e-counseling facility through expert counselors. Various articles, assessments, podcasts, etc. are also available. Various issues that can be handled, maybe stress management, self-development, relationships, parenting, sleep, diet, nutrition, etc. In fact, this initiative is truly unique. We started it 2 years back during the COVID times, and it is really close to our heart. It is really encouraged that all the organizations should take care of the holistic well-being of their employees. Very important for all of us. Basically, we always say, in NTPC, we always say, a broad commitment and vision is for the well-being of our employees. I would like to end with the theme of India's G20 presidency. One Earth, one family, one future. Let us all, the educational institutions and corporates, get together to rise and shine to make this world a better place. Thank you so much.
थैंक यू सो मच मैम एंड आपने एक बहुत सारी लिस्ट ऑफ प्रैक्टिसेस और सारी ही चीजें उस रिगार्ड में शेयर करी उसके लिए भी थैंक यू सो मच एंड आई एम शिफ्टिंग अ लिटिल बिट टू हिंदी एज वेल इन बिटवीन बट या रियली एक वन चीज और एक चीज ऐसी है ना इन इवेंट्स को होस्ट करने की यू रियली फाइंड आउट दैट you know what all is being done and I'm really thankful to Karan ma'am and Aarti ma'am for and even the background team that has brought such an illustrious list of speakers. I hope even more success for your organization in the future ma'am and ऐसे ही HR practices और ये सारी practicalities आप share करते रहो and I think it really was inspiring और बहुत practical भी है if to put it succinctly. But before we go on to move out to our next speaker, एक बार ना हम टीजर फिर से चला देते हैं एंड थैंक यू सो मच मैम वील एक बार टीजर फिर से चला देते हैं मेरे हिसाब से क्योंकि टेक टीम ने काफी मेहनत करी है एंड द पीपल इन द बैकग्राउंड आल्सो आर कॉन्स्टेंटली स्विचिंग इन एंड आउट बिकॉज अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल मिस्ड आउट ऑन द टीजर इनिशियली ऑफ हाउ दिस एंटायर सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस हैपेंड राइट एंड क्योंकि हम अपने लास्ट सेट ऑफ अवार्ड्स देने जा रहे हैं तो आई थिंक इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू टू नो so you can start the video now and I will
Very thankful to COAE for this award.
To COE for organizing this wonderful event. I'm indeed proud to be considered as an.
I'm very grateful for this award. It was definitely enlightening.
Well-being is a very integral part of the whole student and also the teacher's journey. Well-being
is called Wall of Fame. Now, this is our Wall of Fame. You can have a look. And a great honor for me to receive this prestigious COAE.
Perfect. Congratulations for creating this entire process. 3-4 महीने से ये चलता आ रहा है and इतनी सारी countries में I see Kanan ma'am smiling also and Kanan ma'am is going to give this award with our former speaker. एक बार Kanan ma'am को introduce कर देता हूँ but before giving the introduction या फिर introduction दे देते हैं एक बार क्योंकि आपको पता चल जाएगा कि आपको कौन award कर रहे हैं even though ma'am also needs no introduction, but I think I'll also deviate a little bit from the script जो होता है ना कि दिमाग में कि ये करते हैं वो करते हैं, and we'll also invite some of the awardees to share their views because a lot of people have been they have their videos on and they've been listening attentively. एंड रचना मैम वापस स्क्रीन पर आ गए एंड मतलब अगर आप लोग भी अपना कोई व्यू शेयर करना चाहें या यू वांट टू talk about a certain aspect of whatever thing you've done or you want to reflect on the event or COA International, you're more than welcome to do that. But before that, just a very small introduction for Dr. Kanan Sood, another highly accomplished individual, also one of the guiding mentors throughout this entire course of alongside Aarti ma'am. She's been a helping hand in जो भी तरीके से ये event organize हुई है. She serves as the co-founder and head of certification at COAE International. And I think with a deep understanding of educational management, Dr. Sood believes that the key to effective education lies in the proficiently managing of these educators, right? She's passionate about ensuring that no child is left behind and strives to create an environment of literacy going beyond mere superficial appearances. Dr. Karan Sood's dedication to education and her commitment to foster a meaningful relationship and a learning environment around this makes her a valuable asset in the field of educational management. आपको देखकर यहाँ पर मैम बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है एंड अगर आप कुछ बोलना चाहें तो अदरवाइज मैं और कोई अगर ऑडियंस से भी if they want to be a part of this making this process a little interactive, you're more than welcome to share your thoughts. Yes, Karan ma'am.
Nishanka, I'll speak later.
Done, ma'am. Done. ठीक है. I mean, we can even conclude with you. That would be a great note to conclude on. But I see Kishore, आपका video on है. Professor Swati has already spoken. Dr. Armita, I can see you on my screen. I can see a couple of people, even Ruby. If you want to share something, even about the event and how do you feel about things from different perspectives? क्योंकि बहुत कुछ आज share हुआ है. If I just make a quick recollection of everything, from yoga art to the fact that you need to emphasize on the intricacies surrounding stress, and when you talk, I think Mr. David Bong came in and talked about the idea of multilingualism and how it inculcates that sense of empathy. और या तो कोई आप अगर आप सुधीर कुमार सर को सुन रहे थे, वो अमेजिंग शायरी जिन्होंने उन्होंने जिससे एंड करी, बट इन जनरल आल्सो द फैक्ट दैट ही टॉक्ड अबाउट टेक्नोलॉजी, टेक्नोलॉजी इन जनरल बीइंग अ गुड सर्वेंट बट अ डेंजरस मास्टर. इफ एनी ऑफ यू वांट टू पिच इन, यू आर मोर देन वेलकम, और हम वरना अवार्ड्स की तरफ चले जाएंगे फॉर आवर नेक्स्ट अवार्ड्स. I will speak. Okay, आरती मैम, आई थिंक आप आ जाओ, आप थोड़ा शेयर कर सकते हो और थोड़ा COE इंटरनेशनल के पर्सपेक्टिव से भी ना, क्योंकि यार हम अपने प्रमोशन नहीं करेंगे तो कौन करेगा. ये अवार्ड शो अगर हम ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहे हैं तो एक विजन है हमारा. इट्स नॉट जस्ट बीइंग ऑर्गेनाइज्ड आउट ऑफ अ रैंडम अपीयरेंस और इतने टाइम इतना मेहनत स्पेंड करना and then taking everyone to that entire 3-stage process and then finally aligning it with different policies, whether United Nations की हो या mental health day की हो. I think there is a lot to share here. Please ma'am, you have the floor.
Yeah, Nishank, I would like to share something. Thank you very much. So I would just like to mention, people, some of you must be wondering how come we chose this theme on well-being. People know COAE International as one of the educational assessment bodies. We conduct assessments at all the levels for people, processes, products, systems. Yeah, we visit the institutions, including universities, schools, colleges, learning and development and training institutions. We help them to identify the improvements that are needed at the process level, how they can enhance the consistency, the effectiveness, the efficiency in their systems. Now, well-being is something which is not directly related to what we do for the educational institutions. However, at the same time, when we visit these institutions and we are talking about excellence, process excellence, system excellence, excellence in education, I think the first and the foremost step to achieve that level is that the people are happy. People have the passion. People who are working in those educational institutions, whether it's a school, a college, a university, a learning and development vertical, unless they are committed, unless they take ownership of what they're doing, unless they feel stress-free and they are able to take decisions in a very open kind of an environment where the management is very open to suggestions, a lot of decision making is happening through collaborative approaches. Unless all that happens, we just cannot expect the organizations to deliver excellence. So this is where, every year, this is the third year that we are conducting the awards. And every year we come up with a different theme. The first one was during COVID for the teaching learning. And now when we were deciding on the theme for 2023, someone out of the team, a very new person who had joined the organization, he said that, why don't we take up well-being? Because we talk about education sector. We are doing so much in the education sector, but when we go and take feedback from the stakeholders, we get to know that some of them are not very happy. Yeah, so this is how we came up with this. And then UN already celebrates this every year, the well-being year. And in the month of October, a lot of activities are conducted. So we would have also done it in October, but then we thought Teachers' Day in India, David and a lot of other friends who are from outside India, we would like to share that today is our formal Teachers' Day in India. So we thought if we are doing it for education, then why not do it on the 5th of September? So this is how it started. July, we had announced, I think beginning of July, and the whole structure was created, the whole framework was created. And when we made it live, we were so overwhelmed by the responses that we started getting, the kind of people who were participating from all across the globe. We had 4 categories: educator, mentor, leader, and edupreneur. From all domains, right from school education to higher education, learning and development, and coaching segments also. We got more than 10,000 individuals who participated. This was something we had not thought of. We thought maximum, about 400, 500 people are going to be there. We were really overwhelmed. And that is where we realized that, yes, well-being is something I think everybody wants. So we were really elated. And then we started talking to the speakers. Now, it was very difficult. It was a challenge to identify the people who can really contribute to this kind of a topic. And I am very grateful, my deepest gratitude to each one of you, right from Professor Malvika to Mr. Sudhir, Mr. David, Ms. Rachna, Ms. Acharya Pratishtha. We had Mr. Anil Swarup, who was the keynote speaker, and then Professor Dinesh Singh, because of some reasons, he could not join us today. And then we had another 2 very important speakers. One was, Dr. Sanyam Bhardwaj from CBSE, and another one was Dr. Pavan Sudhir from NCRT. Both of them could not join us today, and they both apologized because they were in some very important, some critical situations. But the speakers who have been able to join us today, and they have shared their valuable inputs with all of us, right from higher education to school education. And Professor Sudhir talked about the technology, and I can still see the background that Professor Sudhir has. It's a lovely campus. I must tell you all, those who have not visited BITS Pilani, you must visit the campus once. And then each of these speakers agreed to the idea. They were very happy to contribute, and I'm so thankful to them. David is joining us in a different time zone, and I know it's not that easy. Malvika ma'am was traveling, Acharya Pratishtha was traveling, and everyone has been able to find time to join us today. I'm very, very thankful to you all. Although I will request Dr. Kannan Sood to give a thank you note later. However, I just wanted to talk about the whole process, how we came to this level. And, it was a 3-stage evaluation process for all the educators, mentors, leaders, and edupreneurs. The first stage was a quiz that they all had to take up, an online quiz. The second level was an online assessment. I think a lot of you enjoyed. We got a lot of messages, a lot of feedback saying that even if we win an award or even if we don't win an award, we are very happy to go through this journey. because the kind of questions were created, a question bank was created with a lot of experts from all across the world. And the questions were very case-based, very real-life scenarios that we had created. Because well-being is something you can't ask in yes or no. You can't ask a teacher whether you really prioritize well-being. It's difficult. We just had to create a scenario where we told the teacher, if you come across this kind of a situation, what would you do? And if there were 4 answers, there was no one correct answer. Yeah. We can't say that she gave a right answer or she gave a wrong answer. So we all had a very tough time giving those weightages and saying that, this should be the best answer, this should be the second best answer. So a lot of groundwork has gone into this. And since July till date, the team has been working really hard. I am so thankful to our fantastic team who has been able to put all this together, getting thousands of people on board and making this happen. So many countries. I think people from more than 12 countries have joined us today. We have been able to award almost around 200 people in different categories, of course, out of 10,000. So yeah, this is an achievement. And then the last one I would like to mention is the special category, which was on the joyful institutions. Now, joyful institution is something, again, people would wonder, how do you identify whether an institution is joyful? So may I ask you all, just the trainer inside me keeps coming out. I like asking questions. So would someone like to say what should be the best criteria to judge whether this institution can be actually called a joyful institution or not? What all should we look at? And what all do you think COAE experts would have looked at when we were trying to identify these joyful institutions? I think, Nishank, can you correct me if I'm wrong? There are about 17 or 18 institutions that have been certified today.
Right. That's the number. I think 16 is the exact number, but yeah, pretty close.
Yeah. From schools, higher education and learning and development verticals. So Professor Swati is there. Whenever I look at her, I really feel very happy because the kind of happy environment that she creates at Janki Devi Memorial College, everybody has an access to her. It's really fun. I have been to her institution as an assessor, let me tell you all. And when an assessor visits, you are in a different mode. You are in a very professional mode. You don't joke around. You don't laugh, However, as an assessor, me and my team members, all of us could make out what a joyful environment the institution has.
Miss Aarti, may I am Chaitanya from Ganges Valley School, Hyderabad.
Yeah, please go ahead, Chaitanya.
Of course, I have not nominated my school as the joyful institution, but yes, I would like to define what exactly a joyful institution is. Our sankalp itself is to create a community where learning is a joy and a way of life. You don't have a particular thing, or you can't actually teach what is joyfulness. It is inbuilt, and it is always we, the educators, who enhance the joyfulness in every part of life, whether it is with respect to students or the people around. It's always a joy of learning. Nobody actually teaches what is joyfulness. It should be inbuilt. So I am so happy to be associated with COAE team and the multiple assessments that you people have conducted. Yes, as you mentioned, every question, every answer to the question that I have answered, definitely yes. I feel everything is the right answer. Maybe to my perspective, this is the right answer, and to my friend, it could be a different one. But what exactly is the right answer? Yes, it was a difficult task, definitely, when we underwent with various assessments. Thank you for giving the opportunity, Aarti ma'am. Definitely a well-deserved appreciation to all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying that. I have just brought up a quick document on the screen just to show something to you all. This was the selection criteria that was followed. We had an evidence-based feedback from our own experts. We had stakeholders' feedback. We carried out an online research. The jury did it. We had the maximum number of individual winners from a few organizations, and then the high employee retention rates and learner satisfaction. So this is what I just wanted to quickly show you all. just to tell you that, a lot of work has gone into it. And I think Malvika ma'am would like to add something. Yeah, ma'am, please go ahead.
Same here. I'd also like to add something later.
Yeah. After Malvika ma'am, I'll come to Professor Swati. Thank you.
A joyful institution has joyful teachers. And I want to wish everyone today happy Teachers' Day, because I think it is the teachers who make the joy of learning and who build joyful institutions. So just wanted to share
that. Ma'am. Absolutely.
And thank you for having me. I will have to drop out right now. I've got another session.
Thank you so
much.
All
the best to Aarti. All my love and blessings. Thank you.
Thank you. And I need to tell everyone, Professor Malvika was my teacher at IIM Bangalore when we were learning entrepreneurship. So thank you so much. Learned a lot from you. You are a serial entrepreneur yourself, and you have given a lot of values to most of us in the batch. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You better get up at 5 o'clock tomorrow. I do that every day, 4:30.
We'll do that. Thank you. Yeah, Professor Swati, please.
I just wanted to say that I don't know about it being inbuilt or not. I suppose all of us have some amount of positivity and joy inbuilt in us, but we also have a lot of grief and sorrow that we deal with. But I do want to say that, the one thing that everybody likes is to be listened to be heard. And for me, within the education institution, I like to listen to everyone, whether it is my students who can trouble me at any point of time of day and night. And let me tell you, they take that very literally, RTG. They will call me up even at 11 at night, 1 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Sometimes it can be a little intrusive, but then, they need a year. So yeah. I think it's important for us to realize that 3 a.m. friend that we keep looking for, the institution needs to be that 3 a.m. friend. We need to listen to people. We need to listen. We don't listen. We're so busy trying to impose, what we feel, trying to speak, trying to, outshout everybody else.
So I think we've got 2 very important ideas of a joyful institution. Professor Malvika said the institution where educators are happy. And right. Professor Swati says the institution where you are heard. There's somebody who can listen to you. I'll come to Professor Barai and then Mustafa also. Nishank, sorry, I'm taking your space for
I'm actually enjoying it. It's okay. It's perfect. I was just going to say that the 2 hands raised.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Aarti. I think Mustafa was waiting for a long time, so Mustafa should go first.
Okay, sure. Please go ahead, Mustafa. Please.
Okay, thank you so much. I would like to say thank you all for this wonderful event. Actually, we all know that education connects the world. It's one of the most important things to be done nowadays. Take into account the rapid changes that are taking place, starting with the COVID and then, the conflicts all over the world. We know that education connects the world. Higher education do the same. And what you did today, you and the other guys, you did something wonderful. We have those experts from all over the world, from different countries, from different institutions. All of them, I'm sure that they have their contributions. All of them, each one of them, at his or her specialization, they did something wonderful, and because of that, you awarded them, their awards because of what they did. I would like to say thank you so much. It was wonderful to be with you today, to meet you all, and to join you all in this event. And I look forward for other events. Thank you so much and have a good day.
Thank you so much. And you have always been a great support. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Professor Barai, thank you for patiently waiting.
No, it's perfectly fine. Just wanted to give you the very different perspective what BITS Pilani does to make it very joyful. I think the simplest thing, if somebody says that the institute has a 0 attendance policy, that makes the whole world so beautiful that the students are not forced to come to the class. So that the teacher has to become so creative and so encouraging and so inspiring. The students come to themselves. So there is no wall between the inside the classroom and outside the classroom, because that creates learning can happen collaboratively with your colleagues, your batchmates, your other seniors and juniors, or it can happen in the classroom as well. And that has been a beautiful USP of BITS Pilani. And that's what we always keep telling, that is a zero attendance policy.
Wonderful. Another best practice we've got.
Yes.
Zero attendance policy. I don't know, Professor Barai, how many institutions this policy can work, because a student like me, if given a chance to ensure 0% attendance, I would certainly ensure 0% attendance. Okay, but yeah, that's a fantastic practice. And I'm really happy that I started with this discussion and this interaction. So many good practices have come up, which we can learn from each other and we can follow. I think this is the power of technology, Professor Barai, that, you can do Zoom meeting wherein you can connect with people from all across the world. You can talk for hours without bothering about the other things. So thank you very much. Thank you very much once again. Over to you, Nishank. I'll come back.
Now, if you start ensuring 0% attendance, half of us won't turn up. So I am glad that there is, in fact, at least 50 to 70% attendance, because I know a lot of my friends would not even go to the institution. But yeah, I get the point being made, irrespective, and not taking it on a lighter note. I think the entire part, this portion, I was really glad that you took over in that sense, because got the much needed break. But also it was magical in what you've put on in this 3 months, and not just you as an individual, but COA International. I think it feels more like a mission by a wise wizard in the realm of education, on a quest to unlock any sort of magical potential of learning for all. In fact, I was going through the ideas that everyone was suggesting. I think one could put that bracket of inclusivity, the wand of inclusivity, and a spell book of quality, by which I think COA is determined to ensure that by 2030, I guess that's even in one of your agendas, that individuals make the school of life, like they become true graduates from the school of life. And in a sense, to put it very briefly, COA seems to be on a mission to make education the ultimate magical journey for everyone. So I hope you guys succeed in that, and thank you so much for this little session that we had, because it was pretty interactive. Something I felt that needed to be added to the tally as well. But I think now is the time for both of us to move on to the awards. We have the award announcement, and this is the final award category. So brace yourselves. The award announcements for joyful institutions and remaining educators in 7+28. Now remember, throughout that, none of these awards were in any order, right? It did not mean that if you got the award first, you were ranked one and someone was ranked later. None of these awards were in any of the orders.
Of course not.
Yeah, if we could have the slides for this, and we'll start with the joyful institution. Miss Aarti ma'am and Miss Rachna Singh Bhal, I can see both of you here. And Mount Litera Z School, thank God, because the amount of awards this school got, I mean, it had to be there on the map for Joyful Institution. Moving on swiftly to the next awardee, Seth Anandaram Jaipuria School. Congratulations from Kanpur, India. Well deserved, well deserved. Sparsh Global School, Greater Noida. This is one school I've gone to, and very, very well deserved. A good school in general. Mount Litera Z School again, Karnal, India. So the different branches, I guess, which is also very important, because every city has its own sort of culture and the environment they create. Moving on very swiftly to the next awardee, Mount Litera Z School, Nagpur, India. So we have 3, and deservingly so, I guess, with respect to the educators and teachers as well. A lot of people from Mount Litera Z School bagged this award, and the same goes for Patiala, India. So different branches. Congratulations, Mount Litera Z School. Moving on, JP International School, Noida, India. Congratulations, JP International, for your wonderful institution that you have created. And
Thank you, sir.
Oh, finally, yeah. I saw you on the screen for quite some time, but this is the end of slideshow for our joyful institutions. And thank you, ma'am. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I've definitely enjoyed hosting this so far. We'll move on to the next category, that is joyful educator. So you need to move from the institution to the educator because, okay, Kusum Dhyani, Sparsh Global School, one that got awarded right now. Congratulations, Kusum. Indeed, and I'm glad Dr. Kanan Sood's name is also there. There, Nagendra Singh, teacher, Mount Litera Z School, Karnal, India, had to bag another one. Mount Litera Z School on the roll. Followed by Kishore Mehta. Oh, Kishore Mehta was also on the screen. Congratulations, Kishore. Music teacher, JP International School, Greater Noida, India. Prince Kubendran Amos, Assistant Professor, National Institute of Technology, that is NIT, Tricky, India. And Nidhi Sharma, sports teacher, another sports teacher, very good. Mount Litera Z School, Patiala, India. Congratulations for people bagging in the sports department, well deserved. Priya Gupta, teacher and coordinator, class A, Vidyasathi, Kanar Inter College, Lucknow, India. Congratulations, Priya. Ravi Kumar is a math teacher, Mount Litera Z School, Karnal, India. Congratulations, Ravi sir. Nidhi Jain, PRT, the Shriram Millennium School, Noida, another one coming in from Noida, Gurgaon, and Kanpur have dominated most of our awards today, apart from obviously UAE and Dubai. Congratulations, Nidhi. Moving on, Kirti, PRT Maths, Sacred Heart School, Moga, India. Congratulations, Kirti ma'am. Moving very swiftly to Rachna Gupta, coordinator Mount Litera Z School, well deserved ma'am. Karnal, India, congratulations. Nivedita Talwar, coordinator Mount Litera Z School, Patiala, India. Congratulations, Nivedita. Move on, please. Sukhpreet Kaur Beniwal, teacher, Mount Litera Z School, Bhatinda, India. Congratulations, Sukhpreet. This is the last round of awardees, so it's good to see the enthusiasm of people turning on their videos. Veena Parwar, director, Versatile Scholars, Lucknow, India. Congratulations, Veena. Well deserved. Moving on, Shilpi Malhotra, educator, Versatile Scholars, Brainy Child, Montessori Learning. That's great. Center of Singapore. Singapore, congratulations, Shilpi Malhotra, for this honor. Catherine Balau, speech language pathologist, Vista Elementary School, San Diego, California, United States of America. An international awardee once again. Congratulations, Catherine. Sukhpreet Kaur, educator, Gyan Shri, Noida. I told you Noida is on a roll. Noida is backed another one. Sukhpreet Kaur, educator. Congratulations, ma'am, for this honor. Moving on, Sanchita Ghosh, educator, Sardar Patel Vidyalay, Delhi, India. Congratulations, Sanchita. Manju Jha, educator, GD Goenka Public School. I was waiting for GD Goenka for a while. Congratulations, Manju Jha, educator from GD Goenka Public School, India. Ritu Sablock, educator, another one coming in from the Amik Public School, Ambala, India. Ritu Sablock, congratulations. Loveleen Shukla, coordinator, Seth Anandaram, Jaipuria School, Kanpur, India. Loveleen, congratulations.
Thank you, Nishank.
Okay, I can finally see you on screen. It's good to hear the responses as well. I mean, it doesn't feel like a bot then. So thank you, Loveleen, for turning on your video. Professor Dr. Mahima Gupta, congratulations from Amity Institute of Education, Noida, once again. Congratulations for being awarded.
Thank you, team COAE and Nishank and everyone. Heartfelt
Thank you,
thanks
ma'am.
from
Thank
myself.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Kavneet Kaur, computer teacher, Mount Litera Z School, Patiala, India. Congratulations, Kavneet. Shalini Shukla, educator, Seth Anandaram, Jaipuria School, Kanpur, India. Congratulations, Shalini. Miss Havra Nu, educator, Bahrain Polytech. Okay, another one coming in from Bahrain. I think the first one from Bahrain. Irrespective, congratulations, Miss Nu, and well deserved. Vanshika Gulati, educator, Nashik Cambridge School, Maharashtra, India. Vanshika, congratulations, well deserved. ERB Vamsi Krishna, educator, Malla Reddy Engineering College, Hyderabad, India. Vamsi, congratulations, bringing in one for Hyderabad. Congratulations to all the winners. Please move on to the next slide. It had everything well written. We thank you all for being there with us today. and COE International alongside me, your host Nishank Upadhyay. I'm eternally grateful to have been able to host such an eminent session. We can close this slide. Well done, technical team. We didn't have much glitches. You guys have really made this process a fun one, and really, quick progression from one slide to another. And the slides were also very well made. So thank you so much for that. Now we'll have, I think, the closing address, the vote of thanks in closing by Dr. Kanan Sood, who I introduced beforehand. And we'll, after which I think we'll end with a song on this note. Dr. Kanan Sood, you have the floor if you can hear me. Thank you, everyone. I am signing off from this for today's event. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
having me.
Nishank. I begin with a big thank you to you, firstly, for holding the fort for the last 3 hours. And a very good evening to all the ladies and gentlemen and our very august speakers, esteemed educators and participants. A very, very happy Teachers' Day. And we are honored to be teachers because we share this day with none other than Dr. S. Radhakrishnan's birthday. So that is why India celebrates. He was one of the best teachers ever India has had. And that is why we celebrate 5th September as Teachers' Day. And it is with immense gratitude and joy that the COAE team here has gathered today to extend our heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you who joined us for this remarkable virtual event, a celebration that honors and recognizes the invaluable efforts of educators who have dedicated their lives to the noble cause of promoting well-being in the realm of education, not just in India, but on an international scale. And in this interconnected world, the significance of fostering well-being amongst our teachers and learners cannot be overstated. We come together, of course, all of us, and as Aarti ma'am just mentioned, why we chose this as our theme for the Global Awards, it is because you have tirelessly championed this cause, demonstrating an unwavering commitment, I can say, to creating safe, nurturing, and inspiring environments for generations to come. If I thread it backwards, COAE हजारों educationists को साथ लेकर has begun a journey to create happy children, happy learners, happy human beings, happy citizens who enjoy their work, who enjoy their life, celebrate life, laugh at all times, strive for excellence through systemic issues, and putting all these speakers' thoughts together. I think that was the purpose, and that is what we, in a small way, are trying to put together. I would like to thank, on behalf of the COAE family, all the teachers and educators for your dedication and passion. You shine as the beacon and the guidance for generations you shape. Your tireless efforts in imparting knowledge, ensuring emotional resilience, nurturing the holistic development of young minds truly exemplify the essence of education. And I would also like to extend my gratitude to my own COAE team, the organizing committee, and volunteers who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes. And a big thank you to Nishank, of course, to bring this event to a successful end. Team, kudos to you. Your hard work has truly made this event a resounding success. And my many thanks on behalf of Aarti Khosla ma'am and the COAE family to all the speakers and all the esteemed guests for for sparing their time and sharing their thoughts to encourage the young teachers who have just come onto the scene of the educational fraternity. Thank you so much, sir and ma'ams. As we conclude this event, let us carry forward the inspiration and insights gained here today. And let us collectively continue to work towards fostering a world where well-being is at the heart of education. Thank you to all of you for being part of this celebration. And if I may take Sudhir sir's permission to end with a couplet: for the knowledge you sow and the light you bestow. Congratulations, dear teachers. Your impact does glow. Thank you so much once again. And I take this privilege of my gray hair to say, take care, stay healthy, and God bless. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, ma'am. I have to sort of jump in again because I think we have a video playing in. But Arti ma'am, if you could just share a little about, I think this is an ongoing event. So just a quick comment on the next year's theme as well, because we're closing this session on this note. But I think we also have a video for all of you guys to end this session with. But thank you so much for everyone joining in today, all the speakers, everyone, especially including Arti and Karan ma'am. The background team, you guys have worked excellently well, and anyone whose name has not been announced, because I've got a couple of messages that who say that they got the certificate but the name was not announced. Just take it up with COE after this. I'm sure they will revert back and handle everything with ease. You don't have to worry about anything. And congratulations for everyone who got their due recognition. Yes, ma'am, please, if just a little bit about the theme next year.
I thought with the vote of thanks we are going to close it. Okay, but yeah, I think you've asked me to talk about something really special. So since you're all aware, every year we do this, and for 2024, our theme is already in place. This has already been decided, and we would urge all the educational institutions to start gearing up for this. We don't promote a competition per se, but yes, at the same time, we would also want you to showcase the best of your practices so that a lot of other institutions across the world can learn from each other. The main purpose that COAE has created this platform is to promote excellence in education and to ensure that the good practices get shared. So, ladies and gentlemen, the theme for 2024 COAE Global Awards will be Quality and Excellence in Education. We will soon share all the details with you all. Thank you. Thank you. We'll play the theme song that we all very well resonate with, which helps us overcome any situation if we are all together. I would request the IT team to play. Thank you. Thank you. It was a pleasure having you all.
Give me a second, please.
No problem. You take your time.
I mean, you've been pretty impressive throughout, so it's fine.